travel to freedom, broken and worn, but they will keep on in the moonlight, the moonlight. The pressure is on, the cold of the season makes it hard to feel, but they persevere for the end game, the end game. I can only wish that one day we'll find the one to keep. The journey is an endless one, to the same love, the same love. Travel to freedom, broken and worn, but they once kept on in the moonlight, the moonlight. I can only wish that one day we'll find the one to keep. The journey is an endless one, to the same love, the same love.
Inside Stone's Gambling Hall in Sacramento, California, you'll find Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Recognized for its innovative, healthy global cuisine, Sammy's offers menu selections made with local, organic ingredients. Indulgent options like truffle fries, duck tacos, artisan wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, and more, along with an eclectic selection of craft beers and classic handcrafted cocktails. Plus, with 40 big screen TVs, Sammy's is also the perfect place to catch your favorite game. Satisfy your craving anytime, 24/7, tableside or in the dining room at Sammy's Restaurant and Bar at Stone's Gambling Hall.
Everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of Stone's Live Poker. Is my head cut off on the top of the...
A little bit. You're too tall. I can go bigger. Okay, we're good. And now it's just weird. Now it's super weird.
Okay, so first of all, I want to start by saying Happy Lunar New Year. We have a celebration going here at Stone's tonight, a lion dance later, a pig roast. Did you know all this?
I know. I came up and there was just this crazy setup going on in the parking lot, and I was like, I have no idea what was happening.
So here's the thing, it starts at 7, it ends at 10.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're watching us, then you're not here. You can be here on the screens, though.
Thank you for everyone who watched live last Sunday 40K final table. Justin Kelly was in here breaking in a new commentator, Taylor Swift. And she wrote a song about breaking up afterwards.
Yeah, it'll be on her next album, number one hit.
Got you a present to thank you for staying so late because I know you had to go to work at 6 a.m. this morning.
You did?
So I wanted to give it to you live.
Oh my God.
A case of Rockstar.
Victory is mine.
Thank you so much for your help.
Oh,
And
yes.
the only stipulation is you have to drink them all throughout the course of the show.
Holy crap. Guys,
So there's that.
So now you're really gonna want me to stay late because you're like, there's no excuse to be tired, ever. I love it. Thank you.
That's the only 0 I could find.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Yes.
I'd like to thank the other guy
It's
named
like a
Justin.
trophy.
It's fantastic.
So getting down to business, we have an insane all-star poker lineup for a 5-5 no limit game tonight. And when I say all-star, I'm not just talking about, this guy's good, he plays sometimes in Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, these are the names for Northern California. We got some of the biggest names in the game.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And when I heard like just a few glimpses of like, oh, this guy's playing and this girl's playing, I was just like, I am so freaking stoked. And last night when I was hyping this lineup, I was looking forward today. I'm at work, like in my normal day job. It's real. It's bad. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking this is gonna be so rad.
Yes.
I can't wait for tonight. And now it's here.
It's a great game. So, first of all, look at this, 78 people just for the intro, just to watch you get your Rockstar. Guys in the chat room already here. As I always say, we can tell who the real fans are because you're here right when we start. Welcome and thank you, Rick and Barstow, #1 headband, Vocal Terror, Canadian Shooter. We appreciate you guys be here, staying in school, and many, many more. We'll get you guys later. We got some special surprises for you guys as usual. But right now we're gonna head down to the table and introduce this great lineup for our 5-5 no limit game tonight. Right there in seat 1, first time on the Stones Live table, I believe that's Brian O.
Absolutely.
Don't know much about him yet.
But I think we're going to after the night, that's for sure.
I have a feeling. Number 2, one of our all-stars, you know her, you love her. She was just on Poker Night in America.
Beast.
Not only playing, but commentating, and even put the infamous Phil Hellmuth on tilt. Did you know about that?
I did, absolutely. Super beast mode. She crushed it. She scored a bunch of money, which she'll be using in this game. Super looking forward to it.
That's Kelly Winterhalter, and she will also be joining us as a guest commentator in a couple of weeks with this young man right here that I've come to grow very fond of.
It's true. Not fondly, fond of. It's very different.
That's very different. Seat number 3, you know him and you love him. He's on the stream now as a regular fixture. And one thing I have to say about Frederick, starting off, is from the day 1 all the way up till now, you've seen nothing but improvement. He has used the stream, as I've always said it was meant to be, as a tool to learn and get better. And he is really more than anyone I can imagine.
Yeah, we love him. He just had a birthday. I said happy birthday. He's like, no, thank you guys. It's like, it's always my birthday because I'm always learning and improving. Like, super, just genuinely nice dude. Yeah.
Why don't you take the next one?
Okay, in seat 4, it's some homeless guy with a beard we let in. We didn't even have a photo for him, so we used the stock photo.
No, that's him.
That's good.
That's him.
The one, the only, you know him, you love him. It's Mr. Jake Rosensteel, ladies and gentlemen. He is just dapper as hell, and we love having him in here. He loves spewing chips. He hates money, and I can't wait to see how he works with this table.
I want to add in, I believe he is currently the chip leader.
The chip leader. And the little angel just lost its wings, actually. That's how
Seat
that goes.
number 5, our resident dog trainer. That is Maddie, young man Maddie with the woof hat, and he has fur all over his jacket too, so he's bringing his work to the poker game.
Understandable.
You know him, you love him, he makes videos, he commentates. He is the owner and operator of the training poker website Crush Live Poker. In seat 6, none other, Mr. Bart Hansen. That is a serious picture. He looks, that's the stare down.
Game face.
That's the stare down. Seat number 7 contacted me online about a week ago, said he'd like to join our game for the first time. We welcomed Tim K.
Sweet, right on.
Also, Jeff S., usually in seat 2. Hopefully you can recognize him over there in seat number 8.
Yep, your typical fixture here.
And of course, the one, the only, the Yellow Submarine himself in seat 9.
What Bry?
What Bry is in the game. So we have a hand wrapping up, and Justin and Justin have made a commitment tonight to actually talk about poker. It's a revolutionary new concept that we're going to try here for the JK Squared. We are going to discuss poker hands.
Lies. No, we're actually just going to get back to karaoke singing and other ridiculousness. No, but real quick before we get into this hand, I heard that the hand before this, right before we went live, was a big hand between Bart Hansen and Kelly. No surprise there. We all know about the 5-bet magic that happened here previously. And I believe that Kelly had pocket 10s, Hansen had ace king. They both got it in pre-flop. Kelly spikes a 10, Hansen hits an ace, but that is no help. So if we take a look at Kelly's stack, I'm sure some of those were Bart's and are now hers.
I wanted to have a conversation with Kelly and see where the best place to have the horseshoe surgically implanted is, because I've heard different things about that. Some people say like right behind your neck is good. Some people go for a more internal surgical implantation.
Yeah, I really don't think it matters actually where you get it put in. I mean, guys, as long as it's like physically in or around your orifices, you're fine.
It's got to be inside though. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's not get crazy. That's exactly what it's got to be.
I can't just like wear it like a necklace.
You could. That would look weird though. Who does that? Who wears a horseshoe?
Tonight's show is brought to you by Red Bull and Rockstar.
Cheers.
Hey, can you spare
No, I'm all out of Rockstar right now, guys. I'm sorry, I don't have any.
All right, well, here we go. There's your chip counts. Jeff, actually the chip leader. Jake getting close to
Every time you say that, I know Jake's going to watch this and just cringe. And
it's for him that I'm saying it.
Oh, Vocal Terror's back with the pull train. Oh, God.
All right.
So bad.
Oh, we started a new thing. That's great.
Fantastic, guys. All the usuals in here. I love it. Big Kelly fan, No Skills Poker, Vocal Terror. Obviously, you joined me last night. Canadian Shooter. All of our resident DJs. Thank you for joining us here. Always a good time.
All right, so looks like Maddie has raised it up to 55. Bart's going to get away. Tim wakes up with ace-queen offsuit, and looks like he's coming along for the ride. So a couple players we don't know much about yet. Tim and Brian are brand new. Everyone else, we have a pretty good handle on their tendencies. Of course, the one thing about playing on the live stream is players need to constantly switch it up in order to keep their play hidden from each other so that they're not being able to get easy reads. So ace-queen versus king-king, heads up to this flop. No help to either one. King's still way out in front.
Way out in front here, and
Tim checks. Maddie betting looked like a bunch of green. It's over 100.
Green, solid C-bet here. So for those of you guys who are just tuning in, or even our regulars who forget sometimes, the greens are 25s, the whites are hundreds, and the reds are 5s. And the blues are 1s. They're little dollars. Those are for cocktails and tipping, all of the above.
And tipping as the waitresses as well as the commentators, who are very important to a skilled game. Looks like Maddie takes the first pot down here, or at least the first pot that we were paying attention to.
Yeah, the first pot that we're basically available to have here. I mean, because we don't actually air the real crazy pots.
So far, we've done pretty good. First hand, we talked about the whole thing.
Wow.
In your face, skeptics.
Aha! Joke's on you. So one of the things I'm really looking forward to tonight, and we actually went live right after part of that, but was a little Bart Hansen Kelly rematch. Like that 5-bet was, I feel like it was the hand heard around the world. You know what I mean? And I want to see some more of that. And with you have, and we saw a big 4-bet actually in one of our previous streams not too long ago with Jake and Master C.
Yeah.
And so, between Bart and Kelly and Jake and these other players and Waprai, these guys are not afraid to go with their gut and really just pump and pump and pump these pots. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of 3-bet, 4-bet back and forth tonight, just really, show you who's boss type stuff.
So Kelly wakes up with queens here, makes it 35, and looks like she gets 2 callers. Jake with king-queen flops open-ended. Brian does hit top pair, although not truly top pair. Kelly does have queen-queen. She's still best, but about 45%, as you can see there from the percentages on the screen.
Jake's not going anywhere. Where's Jake going?
Nowhere.
That was so nowhere.
Well, I was sad that you guys you did that last night with Taylor. I thought that was our thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I mean, I thought we all shared things. We would say suitored, even though it was Val's thing. I
don't know.
Oh, whatever.
So Jake does come along here, and so does Brian.
He's gonna price Brian in for sure.
We're gonna see a turn card 3 ways, and remember here on Stones Live, we do not charge extra for our three-ways.
It's true.
Oh, Brian actually raises it up to 150. So now it's back on Kelly. She is still in the lead. Does she just call here, or does she re-raise? Do we have 3-bet Kelly?
Obviously I'd like to see 3-bet here, knowing cards. She could, be cautious of Brian actually flopping a hand like Jack 10.
This is a rainbow board.
Yeah, but he could have a hand like Jack 10 or something like that. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if Kelly just flats though, Jake's coming along. She's going to price shake in if she just flats.
And she knows that too, that's the thing.
Now the graphics are obviously a little bit off.
Did she fold?
Whoa, she did.
Wow.
She did.
I'm going to have to ask her about that fold later. What did she put him on? Very interesting.
Well, the check reads, definitely dominated there, showed some strength here. Maybe pocket fours, maybe Jack 10. Jake's going to come along here. And, it's going to be interesting here for 9 or ace peels.
So there's a 6. That's no help to either player. Kelly got rid of the queens, which would still be the best hand at this point. Brian is first to act, and it looks like he's ready to put in another bet. No Skills Poker says, wow, damn, she folded. I felt the same way. I was actually shocked with as aggressive as Kelly could be, but you have to realize she's probably just going with her read there. It's so much easier for us when we can see the cards. The first time I saw poker on TV, I was like, that's so easy. I could totally do this. And then when I sat down at the table, I realized you don't see everyone's cards.
Where are the graphics?
And I was like, that's a lot harder than it looks. Yeah, so you don't know what type of read she went with, but she thought she was beat.
So I'm just killing it. I don't know if the graphics are wrong there. They go 3 on the river here. It's going to seal it up for Brian.
Yeah, I hope that is the case. Because with this board, honestly, my gut tells me that queens are good, and I'm not a good enough player to get away from them. But I also did not cash 30,000 in cash games over the weekend, Kelly did.
And basically get homie fun tilt. Either, so
I'm sitting here commentating on poker, not playing it. So keep that in mind. So we have a showdown, and Jack is good, which means Queen's gonna look at Kelly's face. Oh,
there you go. See,
she knows. I don't think the graphics were wrong.
The graphics are absolutely
she
right.
knows. So Kelly knows right now that she is gonna have to stay aggressive at this table, because look at that move from Brian with Jack 8. Now we came into this game not knowing much about Brian. Brian can hit a hand like that and raise in a situation like that. You have someone that can do. That's a Harlan move.
And I'll tell you what, and now right after that, you saw the look on Kelly's face, so not only did she give the smile like, crap, I mucked in his hand. Yeah, she gave the smile like, okay, if that's
it's on.
That's the way we're gonna play? She's like, because I was just playing some super high level stuff, and these guys were like, there's no way anybody's ever check raising with a hand like Jack 8 there. So she's like, if that's the way we're gonna play, like, game on.
Yeah, look at her, and she knows. Kelly's a good sport about it. Okay, new hand, new luck. All these players, remember, the first hour of the game, everyone's just getting comfortable with the lights, learning each other's tendencies. It will start to open up here really quickly. And I don't think you see Kelly make a mistake like that again. That's my prediction.
No way.
So Kelly and Bart going heads up to the flop here. Ace 9 versus Ace Jack.
Hey, you let me know if you need a rock star if you get tired, bro. I got one. Just one.
Kelly flops good here. Not the happiest board for her, though. I think you're set on rock stars for a while.
Dude, I was like, my legs like going like this under the table. Just like, bam.
Bart gonna go ahead and c-bet with his ace jack. Kelly checked, had first action. And that looks like more than 40. Nope, that's 40. Just a call.
Some rolling chips here.
Let's see a turn card. A 3 changes nothing.
So Kelly's equity going up here. 90% equity now in the pot.
Kelly
here.
checks. Our favorite split cam comes in. You can see both players contemplating what's going on here.
Rick and Bart, so the Kelly and Bart show again. Guys, ain't nothing wrong with the Kelly and Bart show.
No, it's a great show.
I love the Kelly and Bart show.
Bart betting again. He's not going to let up on the pressure.
Now look at Kelly's gaze here. She is just staring into Bart's soul. She's doing a soul read right now. She's just
she does that.
Oh, she does. She totally does. And she does not believe it. She does not believe it. And I heard her doing some commentary. Oh, Jack on the river here.
Oh, no.
Bart gets there.
Now, for all of our viewers watching at home and in the chat room, did you notice that when the river card came out that Bart kind of just stroked his chin like that? And I wonder if that is a physical tell from Bart. Bart does take it down here, but I will watch for that in the future. Bart touching his face might be a sign of strength.
Yeah, so Kelly briefly touched on, when I heard her doing some commentary earlier today, actually, she was doing commentary on another final table at a different tournament, and she briefly touched on, you know, something about tells, and she just went off on like this quick little list of like anything from, you know, the way you're moving your chips to the way you're holding your chips to the amount of time it takes you to do this, or the facial tick, or this or that, or this or that, and she rattled off like 10 things like that.
Yeah.
So she is no stranger. I mean,
Right.
she uses tells as a very large part of her game, which is self-explanatory when you see something like that. You know, you do a 4 or 5 bet.
That's
you know,
why when I play poker, I'm like a robot. I stare straight forward. I'm like, 150
people think I am so scared.
raise.
Yeah, Kelly was definitely in check call mode there, and she was totally right until the river.
Yeah, she. So that's one thing you have to give Kelly props for is her reads are pretty phenomenal. So Jake has the ace jack this time. He has put in 35, and we are now going to a flop 3 ways with Tim and Jeff. That flop hits Tim. Tim now with the best hand. Jake with the willingness to c-bet.
So Jake doing 60 out there, 60 to call for Tim, and it looks like we're grabbing for more than 60 here.
So Tim has, I believe, announced his action because a player folded behind him. Jeff dumped his 10s.
Yeah.
So Tim has announced an action. It looks like maybe we're going up to 120, a minimum raise, which I'm pretty happy with that because it looks very strong here. I don't know if Tim knows anything about Jake, but anybody that does know Jake and knows that he understands what these bets means, this looks like strength. Jake, I believe it's worth 60 to see one more card for him and see if he can improve, but after that, if Tim bets again here, check is exactly what it's like. Tim betting here, and I believe Jake has to go away. And little does Jake know at this point, he is playing for the one and only remaining 10 in the deck. And I just don't see how Jake calls here. I'm going to call it right now. Jake folds. For a drink.
For a Rockstar? Or for a lovely Stone's Live Water?
Alcoholic beverage.
I might have something for you.
All right. And as predicted, Jake's going to let that one go. Great laydown, great read. Mastasy in the chat room. Thank you for joining us. No Skills Poker. Cali Kid is here. What's up, Cali Kid? Curious how you did. Sticking in the chat room. How'd you do the other
He made
day?
a super deep run. Him and I believe Sean Drake both busted out, same hand, massive 3-way pot. They got 9th and 10th. They both final tabled it.
Now, but the thing is, the 3-ways over there are extra charge.
They do charge extra
We don't
for that.
charge
I
extra
noticed
for
that.
our 3-ways here.
I did notice that. You know what? I'm actually okay with how well he did because I was supposed to get 4% of his action and then use part of that to actually buy a bunch of Nerf guns and have an epic battle. But instead, I actually got a case of Rockstar, so I'm okay with that too.
Is that better?
Yes.
Well, just so you know, it's Cali Kid's fault that you had to be here.
I know. No, we know. Oh, because he was saying that it was Longcar's fault, and he was trying to oops out of that. So he's busted. He knows he can't dude. He's busted now. Busted, bro.
All right, Maddie with Kings.
Again?
Well, they won the first time, so why not try them again?
So race of 35 here. Over to Brian, makes the call. Over to Kelly with 10s.
5-bet Kelly picking up
Also
hands.
calls. Frederick here is going to fold, but he did have a king. Jake over with ace queen. He's definitely calling. All right, to the flop. Wait, maybe to the flop. I think we have a little bit of a little hesitation here. Making sure the pot's right. All right. Boom. 6 deuce deuce on the flop. Changes nothing for nobody here. King's still way ahead, but this could be a little bit of a dangerous flop for Kelly. Obviously all unders with a pre-flop raise, hoping nobody has a deuce. I think Kelly might think her 10s are pretty solid here.
Yeah, again, Kelly and her soul reads, though.
I'm getting asked in a PM if I should pinch you in the ear.
No, you shouldn't.
No, actually, they just wants me to pinch you in the ear. It's not really asking if I should.
Who is that?
Don't
Who
worry
is
about
that?
it. Don't worry about it. Excuses. So, of course, the 2 pocket pairs is the only hand that's going to continue here. 10s and kings, and the turn is, of course, another under.
And that's a wrap for Maddie.
Or double pair, but the running 4s are almost irrelevant in this hand.
Yeah.
I mean, it really doesn't matter.
I don't see Kelly paying
It's going to be
here.
just like a weak bet call here.
Kelly's going to go ahead and bet. Now, if a raise comes in from Maddie, I think that's going to be a wrap. Maddie plays it safe, just calls, and he's going to scoop this pot.
Yeah.
Rocky start for Kelly, but she still has plenty of time to turn it around. Plus, I think she's a little ahead from that rumored hand with Bart earlier.
Yeah, rumored hand.
Well, I didn't see it.
We didn't see it. We don't know if it happened.
Yeah, Rick and Barstow, just wanted to point out that's the second time tonight in less than 25 minutes, 22 minutes, that Kings have actually won.
And not only one, but we give out a lot of pocket pairs here. I mean, we just gave out, just because we give out Kings, we're also going to give out stuff too. We give out a lot.
I've never seen Kings win in Sacramento this much.
Because it's called Stuckramento. It gets stacked in Stuckramento. Guys, if you're just joining us, make sure you click that heart and subscribe. We're here with you every Monday and Wednesday night for bloody awesome cash games of Doom. In fact, you don't want to miss this Wednesday night coming up. It's going to be our first 5-5 ante-only game.
It's unbelievable.
And that is way different than the game you're watching now,
I don't believe it.
You do believe it.
It's incredible. Look,
No
blind. Yes, it is just incredible. No blinds in this game. Everybody antes $5 every hand. It's a minimum $5 bring-in pre-flop. Action's always to the left of the button.
$45 round.
It's going to be bigger than a 10-25.
That's what I mean.
You know who's going to be in that game?
Who?
Scott Ball's going to be there.
Balls deep.
Bart Hanson's going to be there with a special guest unannounced as of right now.
Nice.
And I believe we also have Kelly returning.
Love it.
So it should be a great night.
Love it.
Oh, Bill H. Bill H. too.
Oh, dude, Bill
I can't
H.
mention Bill H.
The Rangeless
Yeah,
Beast.
Rangeless
And
Beast
me.
will be here. You don't want to miss Wednesday night. It's a one-of-a-kind poker cash game stream. And you will have the one and only, the infamous Duo Deluxe Stones Live Classic. Jake and Veronica will be here.
Oh my God.
You do not want to miss this.
Jake will be having a drink, and like I said before, he drinks by just putting his beer in the drink, and it just soaks it up
You know,
naturally.
they are Stones Live Classic. They were the OGs. They were the original ones.
Yeah, and if you look back to like the very first stream, it's pretty much like them in their parents' basement.
Yeah, like a dungeon or something odd.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so we have a new hand shaping up here. Kelly with King 7 is going to come along for, looks like 10. Was there a straddle?
I believe when I talked to them when I walked over earlier, they were doing a 5-5-10.
Oh, okay, so they're just putting in a $10 straddle right out of the gate.
Just why not? Because 5-5 just isn't big enough here at Stones.
So 5-way action.
If it's not deuce 6, it's deuce 6 on the flop.
Tim does have a 6. Let's see how he plays it. Checks around. Fred picking up an ace. Now that could be really bad for Fred. Tim checking that flop. One of two ways to look at it. Either everyone's saying they have nothing, or someone is in there sandbagging with the 6, and Fred has to be thinking about that. Luckily, I think with the weak kicker, it made it easy for Fred to get away from it. So Tim is going to take this down, not getting any action on flopping trip 6s, unfortunately for him. What's up, guys? Everyone in the chat room, we really appreciate you being here. This has been a smash-up game so far. The all-star lineup in our 5-5 no limit. The last game of January. We appreciate you being here. I believe we're branding the game tonight. Jake and Friends.
Oh, Jake and Friends.
Jake and Friends.
Jake and DJs.
Looks like Jake's buying up a little bit, and so the great thing about any Stones game that's a 1-3 or higher is you can buy up to the largest stack. So if you feel, like there's someone that just was getting lucky and built their chips up, you can buy up to their stack and try and take all their chips from them in one hand.
Fantastic.
Which I believe is Jake's strategy.
Nice. And remember, if you guys at home are having a cocktail and watching us, you're not drinking alone if you have a dog, hence the shirts. It's never drinking alone if your dog is with you, so have no fear, you guys are good.
No fear.
Stack O chips.
All right, Tim, I believe they're reminding Tim that it's a mandatory $10 straddle. So without even looking, Tim's going to get that in there.
Yeah, come on, Tim. It's your first rodeo. Get in here.
You can't get away with it. Come on, they'll keep them straight.
Exactly.
It's a self-policing game. Watbury's in there. We're around to Frederick, who has King 9, and he's going to let it go. The Bearded Wonder with Jack 8 suited on the button might be worth playing, and he certainly looks like he wants to play.
So Cali Kid, real quick, touching on how Jake pretty much lost the majority of his stack and busted out of that big tournament. He had kings versus threes, and the flop comes king 3-3. Yeah, bye. Bye-bye.
That's pretty rough.
All right, so queen 5-4 here on the flop, couple of clubs. Looks like it's pretty much Whip City population, you two.
Nothing for no one, and the chicks for free.
Wait, the chicks are free for you?
Well, we're talking about chickens.
Oh, got it, yeah.
So Jake is going to stick a little bet out there, and that'll be enough to scoop it.
So we got a question here from Mass Huge, I guess we're going to call it. What does $10 travel mean? That is an extra bet right there in front of the blinds. That has to be double the big blind, pretty much, or more, and is going to give you last advantage to act. So it's kind of a bit of a gambling maneuver, but it can also be pretty profitable.
Now, only means that if you're in a poker room. If you're in a strip club, a $10 straddle is a totally different thing.
Very, very different. And normally it's much more than $10. I don't know which ones you're going to, but...
Lunchtime.
Yeah.
With the free shrimp cocktail.
Canadian Shooter's got it right. It says $10 straddle means you will want to get tested in the next 30 days. Let's see. A few weeks ago, you said one of the players found fed-up spots. What are fed-up spots? I would also classify those as the screw it spots.
Kick rocks.
Yeah, just the you know what, whatever, dude. I'm over it. Maybe I'm going on tilt. Maybe I've just been getting smacked and getting bad beat all these hands, and it's just kind of like I'm just gonna push in, kind of gamble. I've had enough type spot. Just boom, jam it in there.
Aww.
I think I want to get a bitch here.
All right, we got a new hand shaping up here, and once again, we are sticking to our commitment to you to actually talk about poker tonight. I think we're doing good so far.
Ish. Well, if we talked only poker, it'd be so boring.
All right, three-way action and 7-3-3 on the flop. No help to anybody.
A gut shot for Brian there at C1.
Little something.
Some. Kelly's got potential running backdoor clubs here. We're gonna stretch it out here. Kelly could get like all sorts of runner action. She get runner wheel. We do lots of running.
Frederick coming along with the ace-queen. He's not a believer just yet, and rightfully so. He is in the lead right now. But this is a very volatile hand. Heads up, Kelly versus Frederick. Kelly way behind. There's a king, and that only improves things for Frederick. However, he may not know, and Kelly is aggressive enough to take this away from him. Let's see what she does here. I almost called you Cotton.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that pays off for him.
What a great movie. Sometimes I just watch that movie just for the dodgeball fight scenes.
Oh, yeah,
I'll just go watch through those, yeah.
And then like super...
As predicted, Kelly's aggression was able to take this pot, even though she'd only had 19% on her hand. This is one of those scenarios where I would love to see a rabbit hunt. Unfortunately, it's a little too late.
Because you're so results-oriented over there, boy.
So what?
So what?
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth when you're talking
Shut
to
your
me.
dirty mouth.
No, I also watch dodgeball sometimes just for the Ben Stiller in the fat suit scene, where it's just like, and Chuck Norris. And then I think he does My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard with the dance. It's quite exciting.
Yeah, my favorite part.
I thought you were going to get down to get a milkshake too. Dude, guys, can we have a ban on the chapstick? Is it freaking you guys out? Can we have a chapstick ban? Freaking me out.
I need my lips to stay moisturized.
It puts the lotion on its skin over here. All right, Kelly checking out, Frederick checking out, Jake the Bearded Wonder checking in. He's going to come in and make it, let's see, what is that, 35? 35 to go there by Jake. Maddie looks like he calls the 35 over to Bart, who's going to make the call for 35 as well on the button. I agree, the C9 should never be Brian W. It's Wap Bry all day. We know it, you know it.
No, it did earlier? Oh, when we did the player introduction, it did?
I did, yeah. Rick and Barstow goes with Chapstick and Urban Dictionary Man. Jimmy Bluff is absolutely right. Can't forget about Semi-Pro. Another great movie. Will Ferrell. Fantastic. I like a little Talladega Nights myself, a little Ricky Bobby.
What's your favorite movie about a golfer?
I mean, I do love me some Happy Gilmore.
That's not about a golfer.
It's about a hockey player. He's a hockey player who plays golf.
He's a hockey player.
What a setup. Yeah. So Matty does flop trip aces, fires the bet, gets it through.
Easy game, easy game. You know, it's hard for me. I hate to bring up the past, but I don't really hate to bring up the past. It's hard for me not to look at Matty always sitting in seat 5 in that one really devastating hand with Mike Postel where Matty had the nut flush and Mike ended up turning a straight flush.
Yeah.
It was so brutal.
No, he rivers the straight flush, and it's actually puts 4 of that suit on the board, 4 hearts on the board. So Matty had already had the nut flush on the turn, and Postel had already had his flush on the turn too. Then he improved to the straight flush against Matty's nut flush. Every time I see Matty, I can't. I can't. It's so bad, so bad.
I'm glad that we got Matty to come back and give us another shot because I know some people would just take that as a sign of bad luck.
No, Matty. You know, Matty takes, and I'll tell you what, Matty takes some of the most brutal beats I've seen at the table. And he just comes back with a smile on his face and plays again, you know?
Nice to see. I love the comment, guys. If you're not in the chat room, you need to be in there. It's half the show. It's half the show, guys.
It's the best half.
Tim with Kings, and Tim got the hot seat. He's picking up all the hands tonight for sure, at least for the start of the game. And he's going to bump it up. There's a green chip in there. Looks like about 130-ish. 133 bet. Bart, who previously raised it up to 30. Tim sticks 100 on top, and that's a wrap, folks. Tim taking down an easy pot. This game is that easy, guys.
So taking a look at stacks there, Matty is our chip leader, as Jake would hate to say, for 1,800 there, followed by Kelly for 1,400. Even our short stack, though, sitting 700 in a 5-5 game. I mean, not exactly the shortest of stacks, for sure. Jake there looking like he's going to ninja mode.
All right, thank you. If you're just joining us, if you've been here all along, you're watching Stone's Live Poker 5-5 No Limit Hold'em tonight with the All-Star lineup, the last stream of January 2017. We will, however, return Wednesday at 7 p.m. with the $5 ante-only game. Should be a blast. Scott Ball, Mr. Rumcakes himself, will be here to host the game. And your favorite, the Bearded Wonder and the Angry Pollock here doing commentary. Don't miss it. Mark your calendars right now.
The angriest of Pollocks.
She is. The angriest Pollock I know, actually.
All right, so we got Frederick here, bringing it in for a raise to 35. And Bart here on the hijack, 5-4 suited. He's going to make the call. And it looks like Watbry over there in seat 9 with 5s. He's going to make the call as well.
Okay, so we're going heads up, 5s. I'm sorry, 3-ways. Bart is in there with 5-4, it appears. I didn't realize he still had his hand.
Ace 10-5, couple of clubs here. Look
That's
at that.
the case 5.
Case 5, guys.
Case 5's on the board.
We'll brush it up on our terminology here. Case 5 means it is the one and only 5 remaining in the deck last time I checked. And there it is, right there on the flop. So lots of 5s for
now if
Watbry
another
here.
5 comes up, we're in a lot of trouble.
And with top pair for Frederick with a backup club as well. So we could see some fireworks here in this hand.
I love fireworks.
They are pretty, and not even on the 4th of July. It is this other lunar holiday, though. So Frederick brings it in for 45 here. Bart calls the 45, and of course, I expected to see a raise here. We do from Brian here, Waprai. He is going to raise it to 130.
Now Brian does need to raise here. He needs to try and at least at a minimum isolate down to a heads up with the 2 clubs on the board. He could be playing against a draw, and until that board's paired, he can't think he has a lock here.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see Bart just get out of here. He just, was kind of limping around to see what happened, and he's just kind of right in the middle of some crap. I don't really know. Well, he does have position technically, so that really is kind of his only factor of if he's thinking about making this call here.
I'm waiting for the previous action to pop up here because I want to see what the initial bet was.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay. So it looks like we're heads up. And there's that club. Now that's the dangerous card. Brings a bunch of outs for Frederick, as you can see up on top. There's 6 remaining. It would be 8 outs technically, but 2 of them have been folded. You can see up there on the top that the cards that are out of play are grayed out.
And the funny thing is that this turn actually would have given Bart Hansen 2 pair, and he thinks, man, I should have called, or I could have made it. He super got out lucky there, so he got out cheap. Club is going to slow the action down a little bit for sure. Looks like Brian with the check mark, obviously, he's going to fire out. Pot's at 645.
I don't see him. I don't see him getting paid off.
One pair's rough on that board, man. One pair is really rough on that board.
Is our action? It's on Fred now.
Yeah, 165. Yeah, Brian bets out 165 and a 645. He's going to call. He is going to call. It's a very valuable bet. It's so cheap. 165 and a 645. It's it's cheap. It's a quarter of the pot, less than a third of the pot. I mean, it's almost too cheap. He's like, please call me. I know, Jimmy Bluff, we all know it's Waprai. I know. If you guys feel like changing the graphics back there, I wouldn't hold it against you if you want to change it over to Waprai. I don't think he would care either in seat 9 there. What did he say?
They're responding to us behind the curtain here. They said it'll happen eventually.
Okay.
In other words, they just told you to shut the F up.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Shut that front door. Shut it right now.
Shut your pie hole, put some pie in it, and just shut it.
How am I supposed to put pie in it if you tell me to shut it?
Well, you put the pie in first and then you shut it.
Pie.
Pie.
Delicious. Don't forget to write down some key hands so they can be analyzed later on Crush Live Poker. Good stuff.
Seriously. Oh no. I have bad news.
What?
The creator of Pac-Man just died.
Really?
Yeah, it just popped up in my news feed.
Oh, that guy was so cool, and he was actually in the movie too. In the movie, right?
Oh, sorry to have to break that to you guys.
He was in the movie
here.
Pixels. I thought it was really cool that he was there.
Yikes. I need to turn my news feed off. Now I'm all depressed.
Well, I'm gonna go home and play. I have 2 different Pac-Man machines at home.
The 4-way, right?
I have the 4-way battle Royale Pac-Man and the original and this Pac-Man. So I gotta go home and have a candlelight vigil, play some Pac-Man.
I like that. Yeah, that's solid.
Just dropping these bombs in here. This isn't where people come to get the depressing news, Justin. Sorry, he's gonna need a minute. Don't worry. Let's just reapply chapstick and he'll be good as new all over again. It's so creepy.
That's what I do.
Yeah, Kelly's a grinder. I agree with you guys in the chat. She's a super grinder. I mean, regardless of the stakes, regardless of the amount of hours played, she is just in super focus mode. I mean, if you guys watch some of the streams she played on over the weekend, super cash game crazy, 25-50 game. They had some Chinese New Year thing celebration in there. Right behind them, crazy loud. They stopped the game for crazy loud dragons and lights and everything going off. Kelly made a comment on the stream about it, and somebody made a comment to Kelly like, "Hey, was that distracting?" And she said, "I barely noticed. I was just focused on the game."
I just that's great and everything, but I want to make a correction here before you upset any of our Lunar New Year celebrate.
Oh, is it Lunar New Year?
Well, and not only that, but it's a lion. It's a common mistake. People think it's a dragon.
Dude, I don't know. It was very pixelated. I was watching on screen this.
It's a lion, okay? I just want to let you know it's a lion dance.
Anyways, Kelly's focused. She's a beast. She didn't even notice, and it's like drums and whistles and fireworks going off. Okay, so that's impressive.
Yeah, she's
on to the next one.
All right, let's do this.
Bart's got 9s. He makes it 35 to go. Jeff calls it. Brian calls it. You're a lion. Take you to the vet.
Got him.
King
got him.
King Queen 3 Rainbow. Brian does flop the best of it here with a queen.
Jake has a mystery hand. I bet you it's pocket kings.
Oh, I love our chat. Stop lying, Foo. Keep up the puns, guys. Keep up the puns.
Canadian Shooter says it's the year of the moose in Canada. When is it not?
God, I love you guys.
I thought every year is the year of the moose.
I love our chat.
It's like, I just imagine Canada when they first got their very first television set, it had one channel and it just played Rocky and Bullwinkle over and over all day.
Moose and squirrel. All right, so Brian's still the best here. Jeff is firing out with his pair of threes with a vengeance. And Brian's just looking how much he's got to call. Pot's at 360. Jeff bets real small, 35. Really? No, that can't be right. Did he bet 35? Did he bet? No, he bet more than that. We can see that there. He bet like 130 or something. Okay. I was like, no way you bet a tenth of the pot and you're folding second pair. I don't believe you.
JB Dart says that our job's in jeopardy because Kelly Winterhalter crushed color commentary on Poker Night in America. And I have to say, I agree with you. We actually have Kelly Winterhalter joining us in a couple of weeks, do commentary right here on Stones Live Poker. And if she does good, and only if she does good, we're going to offer her a job.
Yeah, and then I'll get replaced, and I'm really excited about it, so thanks a lot.
That's actually the whole idea.
Hope unemployment pays.
They're not going to replace me. I'm in charge of the damn stream.
Oh, I'm in charge. I got to sue. What a big deal. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
This guy, though?
Yeah, but
get him and his damn Snapchat out of here.
But the good news is I'll have a wardrobe of about 58 funny shirts if I get fired the next couple shows. So that's really good. I got another 10 on the way.
Silver lining. You're a silver lining kind of guy.
No, I mean,
like
it's just a little gray. I don't know if I call it silver lining, but, yeah, whatever.
Awesome. Anyone just joining us, if you haven't followed yet, there's a little heart on the screen. You just take a moment, click it, join our family. We'd love to have you as part of the Stones Live Poker crew. We're here Mondays and Wednesdays and occasionally on Sundays. You won't know, though, unless you follow us. So help us out. We are on our way to 4,000 followers. We'd love to get there sometime this month or next month. This is the month's almost over. February.
Any month.
By the end of February, that's my goal.
Whatever. Loud noises, I'm angry. I just told her I was getting replaced. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I get it. She's better at poker and she's cuter than me. Like, next question.
Proper 3-bet says the weakest link is Justin K. Got him.
Got them both. got him.
You got us.
Oh, man. You guys are the best worst. The worst best.
Ghost of M. Wasabi. Welcome to the chat room, buddy.
Sure, the negotiations will be tough. You'll be like one case of Rockstar, and she'll be like, what are the 3 hands? I don't.
She's actually the first person that is requesting money. Weird. Everyone else, like Jake works for beers. Veronica works for Vicodin.
I work for Rockstars. Easy money, guys. And he just is here because he has to work.
Yeah, I'm here already. So what the hell? No, we're excited to have Kelly here. I think not just for color commentary. She's a master of the game.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
She knows the math, and she's a lot cuter than Jake. So it's a win-win.
I don't know. I mean, if you put a Jake-style beard on her,
just stop. Just stop right now. All right, we got a hand brewing. Aces versus Jack 10.
God, we love giving out aces here. So Watt Bry with aces in seat 9 here. Tim does make the call here, it looks like.
Frederick wants to see what can happen with 9-7 offsuit. My favorite thing about offsuit hands is you have twice as many flush draws. That's always a bonus. Tim, with his Jack 10, is going to come along. And once again, a no-charge 3-way here on Stones Live. There is your flop misses, everybody. Watt Breeze aces way out in the lead.
Whip City, population, all y'all, except for Watt Bry.
Well, he can afford to whip it. Whip it good. You can whip it.
Sorry, I agreed to not sing at all this stream.
Whip it good.
Nope. You know I only rap like
You
Whoop,
can
there
whip
it is, and the Humpty Dance. Just stop! Oh my god! You're the worst.
I'm bored.
So I've decided I'm gonna Photoshop the shirt tomorrow.
Which one?
Well, the shirt I'm gonna wear with Norman Chat.
Oh.
And I think it's gonna say I heart the Chad with like a heart emoji.
Oh god.
And then it's gonna say not lawn with an arrow pointing up. What do you think?
I honestly, I like it, and I'll support you if you go with it. But at the same time, what I really wish you had done was a suit with Norman Chad faces all over.
I looked into it. It was much more expensive than I thought it would be. I'm like, I'm all down for a funny joke, but not like.
Is it just if it's Norman Chad's face? Like if it was long,
no, they charge
cheaper?
extra. They charge extra for Norman Chad.
That makes sense.
It takes extra stitching. It's hideous.
So for anyone that's wondering what he's talking about, March 5th, Justin Kelly will be right here in the Stones Live booth for the final table of our Stone Spring Classic main event. 125,000 guaranteed for final table commentary. I'm pretty excited about it. Also, Kevin Martin, Kevin Martin joining us. Somebody doodled on Norman Chad's face right there.
I'm getting started early.
A mustachio. Kevin Martin joining us as well, and he will be in here the week before for the Monster Stack final table with the Bearded Wonder.
And Kevin Martin stopped by last night actually with a bunch of his people in the stream. It was really cool. Yeah, we got some great comments.
And thank you, Kevin, for checking us out last night and bringing your peeps over. We appreciate it. They logged in just in time for the heads up match. So I want to teach our viewers a new term. You see, King 9 and King 9. Tim with suited cards had 2 spades come out on the flop. We would say that he's free rolling because it's likely that they're going to chop. But in that scenario, even though they're likely to chop, the person with the suited cards and has a suit on the board, they call it free rolling. So one thing we like to do here on Stones Live is not just to entertain you, but occasionally teach you a new term or two. So that was my contribution, and
you're done.
I'm done for the night.
You're done. That's it.
So this flop is not representative of a free roll, and misses both of them. This is really going to come down to aggression.
Yeah, it's going to come down to aggression and position, and you got a guy like Jake there in position. I think we're going to see an example of that right now. So of course Tim fires out 60, and Jake says, "I don't think so, bro." Looks like he goes up to 2 1/4, and good luck calling that one, Tim.
Now Jake making a bet here, trying to build his chip so he can regain the chip lead here in this 5-5 no limit game. Very important to Jake, I think, to be on the chip leader board, right?
And for those of you who are just tuning in, that's a super inside joke because there's technically no such thing as the chip leader at a cash game. And it really bugs Jake when we say that. So of course when Jake is playing, that's the only thing that we say.
Super inside.
So that's really, really fantastic.
So chat room here is picking up tells on Tim. Said the head shake from Tim makes him weak, huh?
Is that what it is?
So
I really like when our chat chimes in and they kind of pick up what they think is a tell, and we watch it from now on.
We get some guys in the chat room that are really good at spotting these minor movements. Now, it is, I have to say, it is easier to spot body tells, body language tells when you're watching for some reason on the video than when you're sitting there live. You tend to miss a lot when you're looking right at the player in real life, but on video for some reason those movements seem to kind of stand out a little
bit more pronounced. So Canadian Shooter here is talking about how you break the internet if the chip leader's name is Chip. You know what? I gotta be honest with you, Canadian Shooter, if you are ever in town, you're coming in the booth. There's no way around. So you need to get it.
I hope Canadian Shooter comes one day. I'm very excited to show off our running water and electricity. I know that's something that's very exciting to Canadians when they come to the U.S. We do have deer. They're similar to moose, or if it's plural, it's meese. They're similar to meese. And you okay?
So bad.
All right, we have
poker. Check out this flop instead of Canadian culture over here. All right, so flop 3-3-5 here. Bart's still in the lead with pocket fours, and I'm telling you, that's not the worst flop in the world for fours. Everybody else, and that's a great turn. Look at this. Full houseio.
Now let's watch Bart, because here's one thing I've noticed about Bart. He's usually got his body language down pretty good. The 4 comes, it's a monster card for him. Bart has no change in his posture or his facial expressions. He does check. He's waiting for someone else to take a stab at this pot. Pretty awesome card for Bart. Turns a full house.
It's just, if the flop wasn't bad and the turn is just like bingo bango disco.
Now Jake has a flush draw, and it is gonna just be nightmare time if Jake hits it. I think with Bart's hand here, he should just call and keep everybody around. He's not at risk against much.
You're not going anywhere. The only card that would suck is a 5 peeling off. That's the only card you don't want to see. Everything else, you're like, bring it. I don't care what you ate. I don't care.
I really hope to see just a call from Bart. And now one thing I have to be critical of him here, and he won't mind me doing it, is taking so long.
So check this out. So Jake
he does raise.
Yeah, Jake goes for the steal here. And it was clearly a semi-bluff, right? Couple of overs, Jake's thinking, okay, as long as you don't have a 3, right? Obviously, you're not going to put him on 5s or 4s. So as long as you don't have a 3, I mean, he could have a straight, but he's thinking his outs are more than just a heart.
Yeah.
He's really going to be an out, otherwise an 8 or a queen.
I don't think Jake's putting Bart on the 4 here. He may actually, as you point out, be putting him on the 3s, and if that's the case, he thinks it's just trip 3s. It might be worth him to try and see heart, but appears not.
No, I think really the only way Jake's going to continue there is if he puts Bart on just a single 5 or single 4. Even if he's got a 3, then that means I think he needs to have his 8 and his queen live as well, and the flush draw there, if for Jake to continue in that hand.
Well, and as of right now, Jake is probably looking up on the big screen and seeing that he made a phenomenal laydown. Good job, Bearded Wonder. That's why you're the man, and that's why I'm here talking.
The Bearded Wonder. Does his beard just wander?
No wonder.
Oh,
it's a wonder.
Got it. I get confused. Potato, you know, that whole chestnut.
JB Dart says, deers are just small mises.
God bless our chat.
I love you guys. If I could marry the chat, I would.
That is weird, and I'm pretty sure it is California. That's probably legal.
It's probably legal.
So you're good. So Brian here's seat 1. He's coming in. He's got Queen Jack. Kelly right behind him got him notched with King Jack.
I like it. That's my favorite hand. Jack King.
Off.
JK, buddy.
Boom.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nailed it. So Kelly does make it 45 to go, and Jake wakes up with queens. You think he hides his magnet horseshoe in his beard? I'm pretty sure that's how he gets these cards.
I think actually Jake doesn't rely on luck. He is a pure skill player.
No, I don't buy it. I don't believe you.
Like wrong.
So Jake is going to put in a 3-bet here as predicted, going up to 135. And then Tim over there with 5s, he gets out of the way. Said 5s are no good against a 3-bet. Jeff got out, he folds an ace rag.
Jake scooping. 2 scoops.
Jake the scooping monster.
Kill it. So, okay, you guys are watching Stone's Live Poker. We are broadcasting directly from the floor of Stone's Gambling Hall in Citrus Heights, California, slightly north of our state's capital, right here in the Golden State. It's Lunar New Year. There's a pig roast out there. There's a lion dance. There's all these festivities, fireworks, and we're here with you. Why? Because we love you.
Yeah. And you guys should really come check out the pig roast. I mean, there's just a pig on stage sitting in a chair, and we're just talking smack about it.
Yeah, we're just...
it's a really good roast. It's really good. This pig hates it.
Oh my
When I was in the
God.
booth yesterday with Taylor, Vocal Terror, he said, you know, he's like, does this booth, it really does just make you tell really bad, corny jokes, doesn't it? Like, it brings it out in you.
You have to. You have no choice.
We don't make the rules here. we break them.
If you haven't clicked the little heart and follow yet, please do that right now. Everyone that follows tonight for the first time gets a free puppy.
No, they don't. But if you do, then it's never drinking alone because your dog is with you.
I wish I had time for a dog. I miss my dog.
It's true. It's true. Who doesn't?
Why did you get a dog?
Because again, I've
thing.
never home yet.
Yeah, never home.
I'd rather have a cat who just ignores me. So much more warm and welcoming.
Your cat is not like that though. Your cat's awesome.
No, he does play fetch. He thinks he's a dog. His name is Ace, so he's a card player. He's black and white.
My cat's name is Trigger. He's a gun fanatic.
Nice. America, shoot, shoot, bang, bang, bullet, bullet, gun.
Oh, actually, funny story about him. So I was dating this girl that was allergic to cats, and I always wanted a cat. And when I finally broke up with her for reals, you know, because you do the breakup, go back, and break up, go back. When I was like, this is it, and this is gonna seal the deal, I pulled the trigger on getting a new cat. That's why I named Trigger. True story.
Oh, you pulled the trigger. I was like, what did you do to your poor cat? What does pulling trigger mean?
No.
What did you do?
I would not hurt the cat.
I know. God, you're the worst. Canadian shit.
Lick Jagger. I love it. All right, action's on Bart. He says, no way, Jose. We got Jeff deciding to put some chips in. Our action tracker is catching up. And we're around to Kelly on her live straddle. And a little $50 bet from Jeff with ace-6 going to take this one down pre-flop. Haven't seen a ton of action from Jeff tonight, so even with ace-6 there in position, putting a couple chips in is enough to take it down. His table image is that he's playing tight. And sometimes tight is right, but at the poker table, not always. I'm setting him up for him, but he's over here googling porn or something. I don't know.
No. I'm gonna put this in the chat. I know we don't normally do links in the chat, but you guys are gonna love it because we were talking about animals. Feel free to watch this in the chat. Click it. You will love it. You will laugh. You will cry. It is hilarious, and you can watch it later and apply chapstick in slow motion.
I can't wait.
It is a super low budget, hilarious commercial for an animal shelter, and it's hilarious. Animal. Enjoy.
Suicide Bombshell wants to know about the other tables going on. I'm looking out into the room. It looks like we have about 10 total games going tonight, including, I believe, a 4-8 Omaha High-Low and a PLO game. A bunch of No Limit Hold'em. And one of my favorite things about our No Limit games here is everything 1-3 and up plays Table Max. Want to tell them what Table Max means?
Table Max means that you come to the table and you say, who's the big dog here? Oh, look at that guy. Hey, Jake's sitting there. He's our chip leader. He's got $2,500. So you can buy in for $2,500. You can match the biggest stack.
Now look at the hands playing on this matchup. 3 deuce, 3-3, 4 deuce, and then there's Brian in there with ace queen, and he turns the nut. The nutty nut. That's a lot of nuts.
Super nuts. It's nutty. This hand's nutty.
Super nut. He can't lose.
So we call it, Brian here, we call it the one-up. And this is pretty nasty. So a lot of times you see these 4-card straights where just a 1 card in the middle will make a straight like a queen. When you have the one-up, you got it notched and you got all the way to the ace. I mean, you're going to get paid every time. Those are the absolute money hands. In this case, nobody had the queen to give him any love, though. As usual, guys, always thanks for joining us. TPS reports, you're in there as well. Suicide Bombshell, Jimmy Bluffett, our usual, Brett McCall, Harry McBluff, fantastic.
Bluffy McBlufferton.
From Bluffville.
What a great lineup. Action players, even some of the players that typically play pretty tight, mixing it up and making some moves. Wide range. So far, I have to say, Brian and Tim, very impressed with their game, the newcomers to the stream. And of course, Kelly not having the best of luck, but playing a solid game as usual. Maddie wakes up first to act with ace-king suited. The love hand.
Aunt Doom in the chat. Call your mother, Anthony. Oh, God. We haven't seen Aunt Doom in here in a while.
I miss him playing. He was such a fun player. I miss him being on the stream. Even if we could get him back for a 1-3, I'd love to have you on. You know how to get a hold of me, Anthony. Let's play.
He's got your private number, you know what I mean?
He does.
You know what I mean.
Him and 500 of my closest friends in the chat room.
They're not close.
They're close enough.
You already wanted to marry them all.
I would too.
Talk about one of those people who has multiple wives. You have like 500.
Wives and husbands.
You make those Saudi Arabian princes look like nothing. They only have like 10 wives.
Got my own harem set up.
All right, so raise to 45 by Maddie. A bunch of callers coming along here. Ace King, Ace Queen, Queen 7, 5, 6 to the flop. Looks like Frederick flops open-ended here. And Jake does spike a pair. Ace King, Ace Queen in Whiff City.
Jake in the hunt for the chip lead.
Oh, God. Can we have a drinking game every time we say chip lead at the cash game, and Angel gets his wings right here? Ooh, and now Ace King was folded.
Ace King got out of there. Would have taken the lead right now.
This does, however, give Brian some outs here if a jack peels off. If it's a jack, no diamond, he would make the nuts.
Now, is that the only way? Also, no, well, that's it. That's a wrap right there. Jake has the check mark. Now we just have to hang on for dear life.
Service on 11, please.
Jake is going to put a couple chips out there and see if he can't make a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Boom, and it is good. Jake's gonna take it down. So it looks like plus 310 for Jake. I do love that about our graphics. I do love that it shows you straight up. This is what their stack just increased by.
Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and stick a goal out there for our followers tonight. We're at 3258 right now. Would love to reach 3300. And we always find something fun for you to do if you help us hit our goals, so let your friends know. We only need 42 more followers tonight to hit a goal of 3,300 total followers. So help us out. We really appreciate it, guys. If you enjoy the show, even if you don't, if you think it's a crappy show, it's a good way to get even with your friends by making them watch it, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So help us out. We appreciate it. Just click the little heart.
That is Pete dealing in our dealer box there. Pete, the action dealer.
Pete's a great dealer, by the way. Great guy, great dealer.
Is the sound coming out of yours?
I thought I had him on mute. Oh, you know what it is? It's that home page. Sorry, I'll fix it.
I'm like, what is that?
It's this one. I just opened it up.
All right, so to the flop here, King 5-8 Rainbow. Looks like Kelly's pair of fives are in the lead.
Now, even in this situation, she's not happy about it. However, it's checked around. She's not about to let it just go here. And this could easily be her pot. Around to Jeff. He's got ace-jack. He wants to see one more card. And that card is not the card he was looking for. Is Kelly willing to bet again? I believe my question was just answered. She absolutely is.
Kelly does what Kelly wants.
Kelly's not scared.
She ain't never scored.
Oh, Jeff is still coming along. Now, we have seen Jeff float like this on two streets and then fire the river. And that river is not what Kelly wants to see, but with Jeff checking, and she has all the power here. A check, a bet, whatever she does.
She's just going to check. She put it safe. She's going to check, table it, and say, send the cookies. She actually didn't say send the cookies, but that's what she was thinking.
What is it, the monster, what's the monster something cookie?
Monster cookie?
You coined this term like months ago.
Monster cookie?
Was it just monster cookie pot? Monster cookie pot or something? You don't remember this?
I coined so many terms.
That's
I don't
true.
know. Don't hold them all against me.
He's a legend in his own mind.
Oh my god. I'm my own favorite fan. My biggest fan. My number one.
You guys really appreciate you joining us tonight. Stone's Live Poker here Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 to 10, occasionally on Sundays. We got a goal tonight to reach 3,300 followers. Please help us out. Let your friends know we're broadcasting this awesome game. Superstar lineup. That's Bart Hansen right there you see on the screen. He's from Crush Live Poker. Kelly Winterhalter's been playing all week on Poker Night in America. Watbury and the Bearded Wonder in the game. Many others. This has been a fantastic game so far, and we still have 2 hours left to go.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Guys, we are only a third of the way through this. We're just getting warmed up here. And again, if you guys are tuning in, quick look at those chips. We'll put them in the chat for you here. But those chips, the greens are 25s, the reds are 5s, the whites are hundos, the blues are 1s. Then everybody has some invisible chips, which is the money in their pocket they're ready to rebuy with if crap goes south. So get ready for the action. So it looks like we got, this is a limp pot? 5-way limp pot? So 2-3 jack on the flop. Bart flops open-ended. Maddie.
Some things are no good limp, but sometimes a pot is okay.
Yeah, it's like shooting pool with a rope, you know what I mean? But looks like Maddie does flop a gut shot.
Cheers.
Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for you.
So I just flew in from Chicago, and boy are my wings tired.
And looks like Bart's bet on the come is gonna make it happen for him. Everybody gets out of there.
This Bart guy, he sure knows how to play a mean game of poker. Man.
I hear he knows how to crush live poker.
Oh,
it's so crazy! Where does he come up with these wonderful jokes?
Oh my god, he's amazing!
I mean, sit at home, like practice them in the mirror. Like, how does this happen?
Sad thing is, you probably do.
Yeah, only for like 4 hours a day though. Not long. Welcome to the Bad Lone Jacks of America, where it only gets worse. Just when you think it couldn't go downhill from here, down the hill we go.
JB Darts makes a good point. Kelly crushes live poker.
She does.
Yep.
And she even crushes Crush Life Poker sometimes when she 5-bets him out.
I think that was the.
Was that the joke?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if it was.
No, I think it might have been.
Dang it.
A little bit.
I'm so angry.
Okay. That's all right.
Inside.
You know what? You're in here with the pro tonight. You can't pull your fast ones like last night with the
Because
rookie.
you're wearing a suit doesn't
rookie.
mean you're a pro, brah. Don't pro me unless you know me. Hey, it's like a 2017 version of Beavis and Butthead. I'm honored.
Yeah.
It's such a compliment.
Totally.
Hey, keep it for my punk hole. Okay, so
Jeff and Tim
God.
both flop flushes,
Monster
and that's a monster cookie. Now, Jeff might think that he has a gut shot straight flush draw, but Tim actually has him blocked with that 8, so it is all but over for Jeff. Now, we do see that Brian's 4%. I'm trying to figure out how that works. I guess running 9s?
Yeah. Or you can fill up a 9-10.
Or 10-10. But that's a long shot.
Or even if the board you pair with a 5, you can pick up another 9, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the thing where obviously Tim jams here for his last, well, it says
Service on 11,
Say he
please.
had 415, he only bet 150. I think he just jammed for, 100 and some change. I don't think he had that much. So if you're Jeff here, I mean, you can be worried about the players behind you, but you're probably going to at least make the call. It doesn't seem like it's that much. Justin's busy doodling. He's a great artiste.
He's doing a Canadian dog. That's a.
I'm speechless, guys. I don't know what to tell you after that. You're gonna break our camera, make it turn yellow again.
That was great.
God.
And then I fixed it.
You're the worst. See, Ghost Around loves these punny jokes. He's such a punny guy. Okay, so 5 peels off. No help to anybody here. Oh, so Tim didn't shove all in. Tim still has chips back there. I couldn't see him in the other camera shot. So now it looks like Tim's gonna keep betting here. It looks like another 150. And if you're Jeff here, the thing is the turn doesn't change anything. I mean, unless you put him on a set, in which case he would have voted. If you thought you were good on the flop, you gotta think you're good on the turn. But Jeff is a methodical player who likes to take his time here.
Service on 11, please.
I mean, he doesn't like the board pair, but then again, it doesn't really change that much.
I believe Jeff his posture looks like he's ready to let it
folding
go.
posture. He was hoping Tim would slow down, and Tim did not slow down. Person says, salads on 11 for everybody. Give them all salads.
When do you want the dressing on the
And
side?
He's gonna show, you beast.
Great laydown by Jeff, I have to say, actually. Those spots are tough to get away from. The board pairing probably helped him a little bit, but also...
If the board doesn't pair and no spade peels on the turn,
If Tim makes his bet small enough and value-y enough and makes it worth it, yes, I believe so. But Tim also is betting not knowing, what Jeff has.
Well, the pot at that point, though, I mean, actually, that was still fairly value. I mean, it was he bet 150 on the flop, I think, right? So between that and the pre-flop action, he was still getting,
I'm just killing this as a nitty laydown. I disagree. The way that the bet's going, I think it was a phenomenal read. I think it was a great laydown, honestly.
Proper 3-bet. Hello, old man. How do you do, my friend? Well done, old man. I just think of Adam's Family.
Guys, thank you for everyone who's just joined us. This is Stone's Live Poker from Stone's Gambling Hall in Citrus Heights. We have a goal tonight to hit 3,300 followers. We'd really appreciate if you helped us out. Click the little heart button. If you are already a follower, just click it to unfollow and then refollow. So will that work? Will that bump up the...
No, but it'll make you feel better inside. Just grab your grandma's laptop, grab her tablet, make an account. She'll never know. Just click the heart.
Just don't let her find your porn, okay?
It's true.
It's true?
No, I mean, actually, she'd probably see it and she'd be like, kid, that ain't nothing. You're like, you know what, Grandma? Never mind. Just never mind.
I don't need to hear this story, Grandma.
We got Bart and Maddie with the same hands, King 8 suit, and Waprai with 7s here. Yeah, Waprai, his name's right in the...
Oh, we got it. We got it. Good job. Nice.
Listen to this. We got a peanut gallery back here. No, literally, they work for peanuts.
I do love peanuts.
Glad you pronounced that right. All right, so Ace King 5 coming out there. Maddie and Bart both spike their king.
King 8.
Oh God, of course. How King 8, they both.
Well, you know what's gonna be really sick is if we get a 7 on the river. That would be so gross.
So nar.
Ready? 7 a club. Boom.
We see a little white chip
Boom.
there.
Oh,
it was close.
so close. All right, we tried.
But it does complete a flush draw, though.
We do root for blood on the stream. We want to see bloody matchups. So looks like with the other King 8 folding, Bart has the check mark. And although he's not too happy about the club, I think he's got to be feeling pretty good about the hand right now. And Watbury, I don't think he's going to get too frisky at this point.
So Bart's going to fire for some value here, and Watbury's going to snap call. And he's going to see the bad news. Yeah, so Bart definitely went for some value there, and Watbury gave him that value. Watbury drives a Corvette. You're a stupid Corvette driver, guys. It's true. I only needle him because I recently got a Corvette, and he was giving me crap about it.
Hi, my name's Justin. I have a Corvette. Look at me.
It doesn't even sound like you're making fun of me because your name really is Justin. It doesn't sound like you're making.
Let me have my fun.
Okay. Am I right? Making fun of yourself? Not hitting yourself.
Hi, my name's Justin. I drive a Corvette. That's what you sound like.
I got the least annoying color I can find.
Yellow. How many tickets you got so far?
Neon jackass yellow. I don't want to jinx it.
I was gonna say, because if you got a Corvette and you're not getting tickets, you're not doing it right.
You're gonna be playing in some like big games somewhere in LA.
Is it 1/24th scale? I used to love those Maisto cars or whatever. Those were sick. I had a bunch of those. So I was like, this probably isn't a good idea to spend money.
You have the display that's like a hologram out on your dashboard. That's pretty cool.
And honestly, it's really, really cool. I'm so used to it now that like I never look at the gauge. I just look up in the windshield.
Where is? Never mind.
You know what?
I can't do it.
Do you want to know where the
I can't.
where the
No,
magnets-
I don't. I don't want to know.
It's where the magnet's located.
Oh
Is that
my
what you were gonna
God,
ask?
yes. No, I can't. I can't do it. I
For those
can't
of you
do
who've seen
it.
Borat, can you show me where
It's,
this magnet is located, please? We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I started the joke and then I hit the brakes.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I just kept going, but I censored it. So Frederick here with jacks to the flop. There's a set.
Nice.
Monster.
Frederick picks up a set of jacks against Jake and Watbury, both with their aces. Middle ace. Oh, well, let's just mute it. How about that? How about
Why even have it on?
how about you just don't touch my computer?
Whoa, bro. Whoa.
It got real in here. That felt very serious. Are you feeling threatened?
I cried inside. The tears will soak my pillow. So it looks like Jake and Watbury obviously both hit their ace here. Frederick does spike middle set.
Frederick's in great shape on this hand.
So Jake fires 50, Watbury calls, Frederick does 150. Monster, and yeah, that'll definitely get through. They both had no kickers. There's not really a redraw out there for them.
What's up with these players all playing good? Why don't they just call?
Yeah, but the same amount as us, that's the problem.
What? Yeah, what?
Hammy. Hashtag hammered. All right, so on to the next one. Are we still doing 5-5-10? I think we are. Yeah, I see 3 blinds there. So we are. Welcome to officially a 5-5 game, unofficially a 5-5-10 no limit here at Stone's Gambling Hall. Kelly's out of there, Frederick's out of there, Jake's definitely coming in for a raise. Ace Queen suited gonna make it, what was that, 45? 35 it is. Bart with pocket fives, gonna make the call. Tim's coming along with some fun suited cards on the button.
Bart and Watbury both with pocket pairs. Lots of pocket pairs tonight.
So many pairs.
Lots of pairs.
Show me like an Ace Queen 5 flop for just massive chip destruction. What do you guys think about that?
I'd like to see 995.
I need to calm down.
I'd like to buy a Valve.
Survey says nope.
Oh, chat room.
What's with the black dress code? I love it. It's so they can't see you if the lights go out.
It's Jake and friends. They all wear black.
It's true. It's the only way I can emote my sadness in my clothing.
They went to the mall and got their bag mixed up with Zorro's.
Boom.
Got him.
Got him.
Am I right?
So
Am I
3
right?
bet by Wop right here to 2 1/4 is going to make everybody question their hand.
Hey Bob, if you're listening, can we lightly play some Marilyn Manson in the background? That would be pretty sweet.
So Jake here with Ace Queen, going to contemplate, think about life, think about maybe a glass of whiskey. Oh, did he say all in? What did he just?
Who did?
He did. Jake said all in for 1100. Oh God. Danger, danger,
Wow,
danger,
and
danger.
Wapri had already 3-bet to 225.
Wow, and the thing is,
where's
dude,
Wapri going?
I don't know, bro. Well, no, he doesn't have enough behind. If Wapri actually have more than that, he's gonna think about, oh, look at this.
I don't think Wapri goes anywhere.
He's gonna think about it though. This isn't a snap call for
No,
Wapri.
this will be interesting.
Holy crap.
And I'm curious what he does. I
This
know
is not like Jake too. Jake really thinks Wapri isn't that strong. He puts Wapri on making a move.
I don't see Wapri laying down here. However, he is a type of player that's capable if he thinks he gets a soul read to get away. But these are the types of situations where you might get your money in good and that damn ace shows up.
Well, Wapri's really thinking, did I really run an aces or kings right here? Or does Jake just think I'm full of crap?
Look, here's the thing.
That's gonna come down
I
to.
think no matter what in this situation, this is what you're here for. If you're laying down
He
in
calls
this
it.
spot,
Oh no, he did call it. Okay, he just threw out a chip and it hit.
What
his cards.
happened?
Okay, he called.
Did he call?
He made the call.
Okay, two
Jake
clubs.
doesn't like it. Jake doesn't
two
like
clubs
it.
on the flop.
Oh my
and
God.
there it is. And this is exactly what I
And
was
he makes
talking
it straight.
about.
Oh, God.
Exactly what I
Oh,
was
it's so
talking about.
gnarly. Oh, it's
so
so
sick. Jake puts.
And Wapri makes it straight too with queens.
Yes, Jake puts maximum pressure. Wapri calls and gets it in way good, and this is just poker, folks. I'm sorry.
Man.
This is the game.
Oh, we're writing that down.
There's luck. Did you know there's luck in this damn game? Oh, this is so gross.
So guys, the funeral for Wapri's chips will be held tomorrow at 2 p.m.
That was bad.
And you look on the table, he's just like
11.
reload time. If that's the way you're gonna play, reload time.
That's not a typical move for Jake either.
Jake does not roll like that. There are very spammy players who just love all in whatever.
Oh my
And Jake does
God.
not normally play like that. And Jake just thought he was full of crap. He could blow Wapri off.
All right, everybody that followed the stream for the night, just unfollow. Live poker's rigged. This is some BS right here. You guys just we'll call it quits. We're done.
I'm done.
Jesus. That hand was so crazy. Justin Kelly spilt his drink.
All over it. And that's just drool. I drooled. Sorry.
Oh my God, that was really gross. Look at Jake, and you can tell even Jake is disgusted with himself.
How does Jake pull that off when he's not eating a salad? I thought the only way you can get that lucky is if you're eating a salad here. Canadian shooter deck is made by Bovada. Oh, God.
Thank you, Papa Smurf. I appreciate you taking my advice on following. You don't want none of this. This is just gross.
Being chip leader is very important.
Jake is the chip leader now. I believe he is, right?
God.
Congratulations, Jake. You now have the chip lead.
Wow.
Is he racking up now? He's like, I'm the chip leader. I'm racking
No,
up.
like I said, I like Master C.
I retire champion.
Master C chiming in Jake now is something to fire back when Rob Wright needles him about snapping off Jake's bluff. You're like, remember that time I had ace queen of your queens?
Wow.
You called? Donkey.
I don't even know.
Oh, look at my reaction there. Oh, God, I can't take it. So bad.
Whoa, I agree, guys. Just gross. Just gross.
All right, so
I'm sorry you guys had to witness that.
Brutal. So it looks like we've got a 3-bet here by Brian in C1. It looks like it's going to get through. Getting through.
I can't get over that hand. That's the type of stuff that just makes you sick. I mean, yes, you hear the players and they go, I'm never gonna play again after they take, and they're back the next night, of course. But geez, when it happens, it's just so gross. That one really pained me. Jake does not deserve the chips that are in front of him right now.
Wow, tell that to Jake. You know, and Jake's gonna be like, hey, remember that one time I just played that tournament over the weekend and flopped a boat to quads? Suck it, Trebek. I'm keeping this money. That's what he's gonna say.
Suck it, Trebek. That was pretty gross. Chat room wants to know where his horseshoe is implanted. We were talking about that a little earlier. I believe the best place to implant a horseshoe is right up the backside.
Right up the Hershey Highway. Take a left. You can actually look that up in Google Maps.
The Hershey Highway?
Just in general directions. I don't know what you're thinking.
I don't know if, and maybe we're not doing this tonight, but it is past 8 o'clock.
Not tonight.
Okay.
Tonight is poker.
You weren't prepared?
Oh,
Is that what that
no.
means?
Lorson already came up with Sacramento Lap Dance, but that's irrelevant.
What's the Sacramento Lap Dance?
I don't know. I didn't look it up. I do have the list of already used Urban Dictionary terms, but we don't want to make Rick and Barstow mad.
Can we just ban Rick and Barstow for like 5 minutes?
Jake's Golden Horseshoe, Rick and Barstow just said that. That honestly sounds like it could be an Urban Dictionary term.
The Golden Horseshoe.
Jake's Golden Horseshoe. Well, so we got ace queen and
If you guys are if you're just joining us, you're gonna want to go back after the show and see the hand that happened about 8:18. That'll be 1:28 on the timer, roughly. Jake shoving 1100 pre-flop.
Oh my god! And of course, Waprai wakes up with queens again.
Gets called by queens from Waprai and flops a nut flush draw, turns a flush.
And then they both river straight just for fun. So Waprai with queens again. Wouldn't it be sick? I was like, wouldn't it be sick for Jake to get all spazzy with 7 deuce and try to bluff him off?
And then win?
Yeah. I was like, oh, your queens are never any good against me.
Unfortunately, it doesn't appear that Waprai is getting a lot of action on this one. Maybe a little from Jeff with ace deuce.
If my line was on it for kind of
Sorry, Waprai, I was rooting for you. It's nice to see the best hand win. Nothing against Jake, but what the hell were you doing, Jake?
So he is going to get one caller to come along there. Jack Queen 9 on the flop.
All right, not a bad one. And yeah, of course it's a straighted board, but his opponent doesn't have much of it. Waprai is not going to go slow down.
Waprai is going
He wants to go fast. He wants to go fast. He wants to go
And
fast.
Jeff, really, there's no sort of way Jeff can call this here. He's gone.
Wow. Still speechless after that hand. That was what a smash up.
Gnarly.
I just I don't know this game anymore.
Yeah, no, that's rough. That's right.
They're just gambling.
And Jake tried to give Waprai his money, because remember, if you ask Veronica, hashtag Jake hates money. He really tried to give it to Waprai. He really did. He tried really hard. And he just couldn't do it. He didn't try hard enough, I guess. I don't know. Now that we're listening to all these comments, now that we're making these comments, you know I'm going to get a million texts from Jake tomorrow. Like, you were wrong there. You're stupid. You weren't right about when you said this. And now that I just said that, now he won't actually text me tomorrow. So setting that up in advance. You like that? Like
it's
that?
pretty smart,
Cutting
actually. SMRT. Zanbot Zing in the chat room.
Drinks. 3 players to the flop here. Queen 9-5, couple of spades. Nothing for nobody. Ace on the turn, no help. Looks like it's checking over to Jeff, who's going to take a stab at the pot.
Maddie with the mystery hand.
Pot looks like it's a little bit more than 20 bucks, maybe 25, and he's going to bet like double pot and just take it.
I'm going to need to sync up with Maddie at some point. A lot of you might not know, but actually what he does for a living is a dog trainer, and I'm a huge dog lover. I wonder if he ever needs, some volunteers to come help out. And just, I think what would be really smart for him, I told him his retirement plan is if he can train one of his dogs, the smartest dog, to train the other dogs.
Yeah, that is pretty legit. Yeah. Or if he can train the dog to open and bring me drinks.
I've seen the dogs that do that.
Then that's awesome. So
cool.
Twitch 7P says, hey, Justin/Justins, how big are the games during the morning and daytime? Talk to me.
Okay, so here's the flow. The first game to start is going to be around 8, 9 in the morning, 1-2 no limit, to 40 minimum, 200 max. By noon, you probably have 2 1-2s and 2 1-3s going, and typically you see a 2-5 go down by around 1-2 o'clock. Okay. Bigger games are gonna happen later in the day, and typically the 2-5 will often carry over through the night. Like I'll come in sometimes early in the morning, and it'll be going 2 or 3 handed.
Oh, absolutely.
So it just depends on the players.
So to the flop here, Queen Jack 6, couple of diamonds. Jake does flop a flush draw. Jake's in Luckville tonight. Bart here flops bottom pair, and Tim is open-ended. Is that Harlan?
Yeah, I think so. Hey, just a reminder for those of you guys asking about the games that you can kind of follow along at home. We have a free app, the Stones app. Go to Google Play, or iTunes, just type in Stone's Gambling Hall. You can download it. You can actually see all the games that are running at any given time. And my favorite part, I believe your favorite part too, is you can actually put your name up on the list right through the app without ever having human contact.
Legit. I don't need to talk to humans. Okay, so it looks like Jake reached to 100 from Tim's initial
Look
$25
at
bet.
Jake and trip sixes.
Jake, how do you run so good? When you don't hit your flush, you run that good.
Tim is still open-ended, but Jake would trip sixes and a flush draw.
So gnarly.
And just so you guys know, gnarly is good. It's a California,
Narnar.
California term,
Narnar.
also known as narnar.
Super gnarific. Super gnarified.
Oh my God!
Jake's just got this nasty like half grin on his face, like.
So Harlan is telling you to have me read my text. I did glance at it. He wants to play in Wednesday's game. This coming Wednesday is a $5 ante-only game. We're gonna stream it. It's gonna be the first time, I believe, the first time I've ever seen it run. Have you ever seen a $5 ante-only cash game?
Absolutely not.
In tournaments, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's a $5 you ante, $5 every hand. It has been a very popular concept because the list is full, Harlan, and this is the bad news. I won't even text you back, but I am going to put you on the list.
Show me the list. I won't say anything.
It's huge. I will tell Harlan where he is right now.
Oh wow. That's also what she said, but that list is sweet.
Yeah, it's a good lineup.
Oh
right?
my God.
Wait,
yeah.
check this out. Yeah, so Harlan, it looks like you're my 6th alternate for the game, and I will be verifying players tomorrow. Yeah, so that's the starting lineup.
So
it's going to be
4, 5, 6, 7.
That's the last one right there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be a fat game.
Guys, seriously.
Serious lineup. These are all the heavy hitters. So back to poker here. We have 9s, aces, and 5s involved in this pot. Harlan, just so you know, I did put you on the list. There's 6 alternate, and I'll keep in touch with you, okay? Let you know if people drop out, and so we can get you closer to the starting lineup. Jake's getting out of there. It's $605 for Bart to call with 9s. He says hell no. And Tim shows his aces, says, look, you made a good lay down, Barty.
Do I hear a harmonica?
That's in the
Oh, it's in the room.
it's
Okay.
Tom Petty. No, it's the overhead music.
I thought it was just the voices in my head. The same ones that tell me to stay home every day and clean the guns. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, I had to clean them. He's gonna get blood on them again.
Make sure you click subscribe to watch the blood massacre that go on here at the table. You never know.
Well, really, the bloodbath is happening right here on the table, and we have all these setup hands. Fortunately for the players, we have players that can catch reads on these hands, because if this was in just everyday 1-3 game, there would be a lot of chips changing places on these hands. This is an expert lineup here, and there's not a weak player on the table. And that's what they say. When you look around the table and you can't spot the fish, it's you.
Yeah.
But there's no fish on this table.
I thought you would be playing. That's why we could spot that
Then
fish.
I would be the fish for sure.
Justin's just sitting here like,
Oh wait, this way?
I don't know. Now you're just doing like some weird Madonna Vogue thing. Just stop. Just freaking me out. Just go put on your chapstick in the corner. Okay, to the flop. 9, 6, 4. Couple of diamonds here. Frederick spikes a 4.
Tim with the 6.
Monster
Cookie pot. That's what it was. Monster cookie pot.
Monster cookie.
Not monster pot cookie.
Oh, damn. Those are very different.
Two very different things.
Very different things. I don't want half of one. I want all of the other.
Lorson is asking us in the chat room if we run any stud tables, Hold'em or Omaha. Hold'em in Omaha, yes. I do not believe we're licensed for stud
And
yet.
supposedly you're working on some Big O in the future?
I'm always working on the big O. Oh my God! I hear groans from behind me. Oh, did he really make that joke?
I just did a little sound effects button so I can just do the wah wah wah, just like
Or the drum that. That would have been great.
One or the other.
No, we are. I am pushing. I'm pushing hard to get the
Big O?
Big O, and also to get a pineapple license. I'm trying, guys. I'm doing everything I can. I'm not going to put the effort in for stud. I'm sorry. I will do it at some point. I believe I have a player base for it, but I really have had almost no interest lined up for it. Yeah, Brett and Paul, I think you might be right. Stud might be a dead game. It's really niche now. It's got to be one of those. It's the same thing happening with stud that happened with cribbage. I'm an avid cribbage player, but it's a game that's kind of dying. So all my cribbage partners are in their 70s and 80s, and eventually they die off, and I have no one to play with.
Yeah, that's bad. When people you're playing games with just die.
Like right in the middle of the game sometimes.
Wow.
And that always made me wonder if you're playing poker and someone died at the table, is it dead hand too? I'm just curious, or
is it a kill pot? Sorry. God, it's the worst. We're the worst. Why are you people here with us? We're the worst.
Oh, it is. It's horrible. It's just horrible. Blame it on him. All his fault.
Yeah. Oh my God. Blame it on the goose. Blame it on the henny.
Blame it on the rain.
No singing. Blame it on the train. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're done here. Cameron here, a resident dealer, hopped in, dealer change, fresh hands, fresh action.
Hopped in and hopped up. What? Huh?
Are you here? Dude, freaking me out, dude. Freaking me out, bro. Okay, Bart Hansen here, raising it up, Queen 9 suited, making it 35 to go on the button. Gotta love that button. Jeff is gonna 3-bet to 65 with a little suited one-gapper connectors here from the big. Yeah, Lorson, definitely come by. I think you'll be pleasantly impressed with the setup when you come in. So to the flop, 10-10-5 here. Jeff does pair his 5. He was the original aggressor. Now he's going to check over to Bart, and Bart's going to check as well. And a 9 peels on the turn. However, it does give Jeff a flush draw, a little redraw to snap off Bart here. Pots at 155. Jeff bets right about half that at 75. Bart makes the call. Jack on the river, no help. That's going to give Bart the check mark here. I think at this point, Jeff's kind of just got really a bluff catcher. And looks like he is going to take one more stab at it, and Bart is definitely going to call. And if he raises, Jeff's running for the hills. Oh, he does it!
Jeff's going to take the pot.
Nice. Right on. Good stab at it.
And Justin Kelly 0 for 2 now on predictions.
Good stab at it. Really?
No, I just made it up.
That's all right. I mean, 48% of all statistics are made up on the spot.
That's true.
Including the stuff that we show on here. It's totally made up.
Totally made up. Jake, still the chip leader. Congratulations, Jake. Holding on to that strong chip lead this whole game. Anyone that's just joining us, we really appreciate you being here. Stones Live Poker. We're here Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 to 10. Twitch.tv/Stones Live Poker. Because you already knew that because you're here. If you haven't already, that little heart button on the top corner of the screen will follow us and help us reach our goal tonight of 3,300 followers. Tell your friends, tell your family. If you love poker, it's a great thing to have them follow us because we do poker. If you hate poker, it's a great punishment for people you don't like. Get them to follow.
Or if you just like watching this guy apply chapstick every 15 minutes, make sure you tune in.
I like moist lips, okay?
And we're done here. Frederick raises King Queen. Everybody folds, gets through, takes it down.
Sean LV says the commentators are loopy tonight. Strangely, it does not seem to be alcohol related for a change.
I'll take it.
It's never alcohol related, okay? We're just like this.
It's true. It's something in this booth. It's the aura of this booth. You guys built it with it just makes you have horribly punny jokes. I wasn't listening to me either.
Good. Poker Pro Eric wants to know why Kelly hasn't played a hand for a while. Well, first she's been card dead, and she started off the stream at a couple of really bad setups.
She actually she barreled it and took down a few pots actually pre-stream too. Kelly does. She has like a skincare lotion line. Actually,
They're talking to me.
Oh.
Those of you following Kelly know that she just recently was playing on Poker Night in America. But I saw somebody in the chat room say, is that Kelly from Poker Night in America? Actually, just so you know, she was here first. It's Kelly from Stones Live, okay? And,
wow.
And she's also going to be joining us to do some commentary with this young man right here, Justin Kelly, in a couple weeks. So we'll get the date. Actually, I mean...
You're so territorial.
I am.
Of course.
She's mine, okay?
She was here first. She was here first 5 betting.
I saw her first. I licked her hand. I claimed her.
That's weird. Ace King versus Queen 10 all over Whip City. Queen peels off. Kelly does just sneak one out in front of Wop right here. Wapre first to act. Looks like he checks it over to Kelly, and Kelly fires 100, pots at 175. Let's see if Wapre is gonna float one more time here, and he does. Wapre is gonna make the call, so he's drawing to an ace or a king here on the river, and he gets there. Oh God, run bad Kelly, dang it. So Wapre does have the check mark here, pots at 375.
I don't have her on the calendar yet, so I need to get with her and make sure our schedules line up, but she is definitely coming.
Oh, clearly you're trying to get with her. You already licked her hand.
That's just a claimer.
Oh, got it. Different, totally.
Did you know that? That's how you claim something. You lick it, and then it's yours.
I plead the fifth. Poker Pro Eric, I'm going to use that term float because I felt like it. He was not on the ace draw. You relax yourself.
Ace draw. I love it.
Yeah, that was just an unlucky hit right there. Fires with the best of it. I mean, she got him on the turn, and he just like re-got her. Got him. It's the re-got.
So for everyone that's been helping us out, telling your friends about the stream, helping us reach our goal tonight of 3,300 followers, we appreciate it. We're only 24 away. I think you can do it. Tell your friends, tell your family.
So Bing Bong and the rest of that, I can't, it's way too much for me to pronounce, asks, what's the best way to learn hand percentages? You know, I mean, it's tough unless you're, what is it, is it Gordon who like knows every percentage for every hand ever? But at the end of the day, I think for me personally, it's about learning the major ones, like when you're on a flush draw, when you're open-ended, when it's, obviously you know that 2 overs versus another pair is going to be generally a 50-50 coin flip.
Honestly, just watching this stream is going to be really helpful because not only are you going to learn percentages, but you're going to see real-life application of how players play when they're in certain positions. With the percentages are displayed right there for you on the screen, which is pretty cool. And you'll see once we get to heads up, we also display the outs so you can see what cards the person that's behind is looking for. I think watching stream poker and even TV poker to a degree is really helpful, especially for beginners to really try and get their initial understanding of the game. Not the high level, but the initial understanding. The one thing that stream poker has over TV poker is on TV poker oftentimes you're just seeing the biggest hands, the setup hands. They're edited down for entertainment value. Here, you're seeing an actual poker game unedited. You're seeing every hand where, you know, poker is not always these huge pots with big moves and bluffs and all that type of stuff. So, hopefully...
Now, some of our chat actually chiming in about downloading, you know, like an app. For instance, I think Jimmy Luffett mentioned one where you can check out odds and easily do odds, and that is definitely handy. And I'll tell you why. Especially if you're going to be playing some live poker and you think you made a great decision, you can run that back in the odds calculator and be like, here's what I had, here's what they had, here's what the flop was, that's when I shoved, was I ahead? And you can be like, yes, I was 72% to win, that was good, I made the right move, right? I mean, because, you know, you can kind of go by gut and feel it out, but it's really always nice to go numbers to numbers that was mathematically correct.
Math.
Lots of math.
So boring.
Crazy.
I just play with my gut. It doesn't feel like he has it. I'm all in. I do it just like that.
I thought you just like played with your gut.
All in.
All right, so bet of 135 here with Jeff. 9-10 hearts here. He was the original aggressor pre-flop, I believe.
Interesting bet from Jeff with 10-9. All his potential hits here are runner, but he's banking on the fact that the other two players maybe have high cards in his miss. However, overcards might call here.
Yeah, and he was, I believe he was the like the aggressor pre-flop here if we have our action tracker pop up.
There it is.
So yeah, Jeff 3-bet to 75, so it's very likely that he could have any sort of random pair. Kelly with a mystery hand does make the call though.
Kelly may be sitting on a medium pair here, or maybe a big ace. The way she's played so far, my read is she does not have a jack. However, she may very well be in the lead here.
Yeah, and that actually improves Jeff's hand a little bit. If he picks up an 8 now, he will peel a straight.
Jeff taking a long time to think about his decision, and often when a player's doing that, one of two wide ranges is usually not any middle ground. They're either very strong or very weak. and in this case, very weak.
You don't know. He's got a straight draw. He knows what's up. All right, so pot's at $500 here, and
What did he
gonna
bet?
He's gonna bet half pot here, 240.
40. So Kelly's stacking up some chips. It looks like maybe just for a call.
Yeah, that's look like what that's what she's got in her hand right now. It's just about 250. Oh, I feel like she might grab for
she
more.
gets that look.
I think she's ready to grab more chips. She's looking at her chips. I think she wants to raise.
I love when she's sizing up what she's going to do, because you can literally see the wheels turning. And that does look like a raise to me.
Did she say all in?
I'm not sure. Did she?
Yes, she sure did. Kelly jams it.
And that's going to be a wrap. There's no way Jeff calls here with his hand. I would be incredibly shocked.
Where's Jeff going? The hell out of here.
Yeah. Real fast.
Run, Jeff, run.
So Jeff is taking a little time to think this through, but really, what can he do here? What can he do?
No,
and Kelly may very well have been doing the setup with the jacks. Now, I take it back earlier. I said I don't think she has a jack. Now, at this point, she might have been slow playing in the beginning to try and lead him to believe that she is weak. And then once she has him suckered in.
I mean, if Kelly has almost any hand, she's ahead here, and that's what you got to know.
How does he call here?
No, he can't. That's
How?
What I mean, he can't.
Like, what's he thinking about?
Even if Kelly's just super stone cold bluffing it with like an ace deuce, she's still ahead.
Right. Now, had the turn been a heart, maybe this is a different scenario.
Oh, yeah.
But,
at least
no.
he thinks about it.
Yeah.
But it's still tough to call off your whole stack.
I'm going to go ahead and call a clock on Jeff. We're going to give you a 30-second countdown. And if you haven't acted, your hand's going to be dead, okay? This hand's over. Just let it go, Jeff. Can you just go tell him? Go over there and tell him.
Tell him in the past.
Yeah.
Well, you should have folded quicker in that one hand 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, what are you thinking about?
If he takes 20 minutes, we can catch up to real time. JB Darts thinks Kelly is bluffing. I don't know if we were ever able to see her cards throughout the hand. I do not know.
No, we're not going to see them, unfortunately. It would have been great to see them. But it looks like it didn't really matter. And there goes the lion dance. See them?
Oh, yeah, going on.
You guys might be able to hear the drums. We got the lion dance coming through the casino right now. It is the Lunar New Year celebration. They're roasting a pig. And now the lions are dancing. So pretty exciting night here. If you're close by, stop in. The festivities are going all night here at Stone's Gambling Hall in Citrus Heights, California. And for everyone joining us on the stream, this has been a smash-up 5-5 no limit game with a couple of superstars in the lineup, but even our house regulars. We're going to play some solid poker tonight. Yeah. Great game.
Kind of dancing to this lion vibe in the background right here.
Can you guys hear it? Yeah, get some. I wonder, do they shoot off the fireworks inside the casino?
I hope so. And that's how a fire alarm goes off. Right there.
I like how they had the buffet set up earlier for the roasted pig. It was so great. They had the buffet line, and then where the end of the line was right by a blackjack table. So he's like, food, oh, blackjack. Food. One hand, one hand. I bet you guys heard yourselves in the chat. Can you hear that?
Yeah, they're going so fast over there, it sounds like they drank my entire case of Rockstar.
Is it still down there?
No, okay. I'm already through half of it.
It's gone.
Through half of it.
All right, new hand coming out. Just tell us if you need us to speak up. It did get really loud in here with the lion dance, lots of drums, fireworks, and even with the glass wall. We're still pretty noisy in it.
Sure, what is the glass wall? And we know it's going to
Thank you guys for the chat room for playing along. Jake loves being the chip leader.
Guys, I got news for you. If you saw over there, Jeff over there in seat 8 ordered a salad. So he's about to heat up. He's about to go on a heater.
As you guys know, salads are positive EV on Stone's Live.
Definitely. So we're going to raise the 35 here from seat 1. Our Brian, our newcomer on the stream here with Jack 7 suited. Kelly calls with King Queen. Jake's going to get out of here. He says, I've already gotten lucky enough tonight. My 5-6 is no good.
I don't play heavy. You still play so bad. I just...
And I believe Maddie checked out as well. So Queen 9-5 on the flop. Kelly does like top pair here.
All right, Kelly sees starting to warm up a little bit. And she is entrenched in a little conversation, giving some smiles off, and then boom, back to serious. Oh crap, I have top pair.
She's like laughing. Oh, this is great. This is great.
500.
And watch me crush chips.
And it looks like she sticks in about 30 to go. It's back to Brian, her only opponent left with not much to work with. I don't expect this to go much further. Thank you, Jimmy Bluffett, for that. Guys, don't forget, we are so close to our follow goal tonight of 3,300 total followers. If you have a friend, if you have a family member, or even someone you despise, there's a reason for any of them to follow us. Tell them what an awesome game you're watching tonight. Give them the web address, twitch.tv/StonesLivePoker. Get them in here. We're so close. 22 follows away from reaching our goal.
So there's the fireworks. Popping off.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Somebody asked, do we get free puppies today? And it looks like the answer is always yes. If you have JFK Stones TV in the booth, the answer is always yes for free puppies.
Guys, if you really want a puppy, I will make it happen, because there's a lot of animals here in the Sacramento shelters that need some help, and I am a huge animal lover. So I'm always happy.
Not in that way, but
yeah, just in the moral way.
I'm looking out the glass windows and there's a lot of explosions going on, so that is always good times. I'm
pretty
glad I
cool.
didn't park out there.
Canadian Shooter says, not sure if that's fireworks in the background or they're in Oakland.
We are pretty far from Oakland. I don't know if
Good one though. I like that. That was a good one. Well played, Canadian Shooter.
Big facts puppies. So we're gonna raise to 30 here from. Oh wow!
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Big bada boom. Look at this. So raised to 30 by Watright, called by Jeff. Both players with Jack 9. Check this out. They flop. They both flop open-ended. Jeff's actually free rolling if a club peels off.
Yes, he is. And we taught you that term tonight.
Another king comes. Nothing for nobody here. Pots at 80 bucks. Watright's gonna take a stab at it. Jeff's like, sure, I'll call whatever you're betting. Look at Watright's like, why are you calling me? Why are you calling me?
And this is
I want them both to river. It's gonna be great.
Guaranteed chop pot, unless someone can bet someone else out of the hand.
Check. Look, Watright goes into check fold mode. Little does he know. Jeff's like, you got me. Watright's like, no, you got me. He's like, oh, garbage.
Joke's on you. Well played, both players. Jack high, sticking around to the end to chop the pot.
I'll see, we've created monsters. They really did want an Urban Dictionary term. They really did.
You know, we promise them every time it's JK squared, and then you're pulling back on your promise tonight. And this is just the kind of guy he is. You know, you can't trust him. Look at him. Look at his shifty eyes.
Now you gotta bring out my shifty eyes? The worst.
Oh, we're so close to our follow goal tonight. 19 away. Come on, guys. Hook us up. Tell your friends, family, and most importantly, people you hate. Anyone from a different political party than you. This is the ultimate punishment. Make them tune in and listen to us tell corny jokes every Mondays and Wednesday nights from 7 to 10.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
We got a new dealer in the box. You know her, you love her, and you can hear her from across the room. That is Miss Sarah slinging some cards now. And when Sarah's dealing, it's action.
Oh, it's totally action. And the thing is,
time.
you know, everybody knows if you played live poker, people can get a little snippy at the table. You know, conversation goes sideways. If you ever try to throw some fun verbiage at Sarah, she'll throw it right back at you.
Or this is always fun. Try to tell her how to run her game.
Oh no! She's like, who's the dealer here? Who's the dealer?
One dealer per table. Damn it.
All right, guys. I have a term for tonight. Just because you guys really wanted it. Tonight's Urban Dictionary term is the Sacramento Squeeze.
Enjoy, folks. Urban Dictionary time.
Squeeze.
Sacramento Squeeze. And may I remind you, it doesn't matter that we're the one putting the term out. If you post it in the chat room, bye-bye.
We're going to put you on a little timeout, so don't do it. But it is the
These are adult-only terms, okay? Keep it in mind.
And it's your fault because you guys begged for it.
Did you see that?
I did. Did you
blew him
blow
a
a kiss at the...
Well, I'm married to all of them, so...
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
marry the chat room.
I don't know. Why am I here? What happened?
Where did you go wrong in life? Where'd you go wrong in life? You know, you could have done so much with your life. You had so much potential, and you ended up being a poker commentator.
I ended up being here giving you Urban Dictionary terms. This is what my life is now, and I've accepted it.
The Sacramento Squeeze, right?
It's true.
It's a good one.
It's true.
Yeah, enjoy.
I like it. So far, my favorite.
Guys, we are a little more than halfway through tonight's broadcast. 5-5 no limit game, our all-star lineup, last stream of January. We will be back Wednesday night with our $5 ante-only game. Bart Hansen returns with Rum Cake, Scott Ball, and Jake and Veronica in the commentary booth.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be
Jake will be sitting right here where I am right now. I feel so privileged and honored.
I'm just gonna be at home drinking my case of Rockstar. Actually, that's what I'm gonna be doing.
Whoa, my God. Kelly has a little run good in her still. Watbury and Kelly facing off Jack 9 versus 10. The flop comes out Queen 9-9. And now Kelly's mission is to extract maximum value. And she's going to start by putting about 70 or 65 into a $150 pot. Watbury quickly calls, or Watbury. I got yelled at for saying Watbury.
See, I say Waprai. Potato, potato.
And he checks again on the turn. That 5 changes nothing. Watbury basically hoping on the river to get one of the final 2 remaining 10s. Hidden 8277 says that it looks like the Sacramento Squeeze has some good nutritional and face cleansing aspects.
Yeah, it does. It does. I hear it's great for your skin. That's what I hear.
All right, so Kelly has bet on the turn 175 after Watbury checks, and he's thinking about it.
Stay in school is just antes on Wednesday night's game.
Just antes.
Now, is it 10 to come in? It's $5 antes, but it's another 5 to come in.
Yeah, in the pre-flop action, and there's your river card, Jack. So
she fills up.
Yeah. Pre-flop, the action will always start to the left of the button.
Okay.
But
Everybody throws in 5.
everyone's
then
in for 5. If you want to stay in
it's another
pre-flop,
5.
you can't check. It's a minimum $5 bring-in, and then after that on the flop turn in river, it's just like a normal hold.
Gotcha. And it is interesting because now it gives the button even more power because the button is now last to act every single betting round, including pre-flop. So that's pretty cool.
That's correct. So stay in school says the ante only makes no sense, and should have stayed in school, I guess. It makes sense. It totally makes sense. You start to the left of the button. Everybody antes every hand. The small blind position, the normal small blind position is first to act, but pre-flop you can't just check. If you want to stay, you got to put in at least $5 up to whatever. It's a no limit game, so at least 5 to stay. So you can limit for 5, you can bet 100, whatever you want to do. But the action will always be to the left of the button. After that, on the flop, turn, and river, it's just like any other normal hold'em game. That makes sense, right? Yeah.
So Kelly bets 375, and Waprai is really thinking, am I going to try to catch Kelly in a bluff? Is she full of it right here? So the pot is at 1K. You know, it's a solid, like 40%,
That's good.
35%.
Ks are good.
Yeah,
The more Ks are better. I don't. I'm surprised he calls. Watbury's just having a tough night. Tough night. That's pretty brutal.
Brutal.
No. What can you do though? Kelly's the king.
So he does make the call.
The king or the queen of kings. The king.
And that is going to make Kelly our chip leader now.
Is Kelly the new chip leader?
Dun, dun, dun.
Jake better get to work. Jake better get to work.
I feel like she actually earned it instead of just maybe, I don't know, shoving with ace queen and seeing what happened. You know, right down the handle.
Yeah.
Waprai taking a few beats here. Waprai has now given the chips to make our 2 chip leaders here, Jake and
Yeah,
Kelly.
you know, Rimdog Poker says Waprai's on till. I would be too.
That's rough.
That's pretty brutal. Especially, I mean, if you guys weren't here earlier, the beat he took against Jake was just sick. K-Love21 wants to know if Bart's played a hand. He's played a few.
Played a couple. So Kelly here now still continuing the fun fest of heaterness here. She raised it to 35 with Ace King. Bart here has 7s, and looks like he calls the 35. You know, Rim Dog Poker, I don't think the ante thing is going to be too bad. I think the players who are playing on that stream are there to play that game. I think they'll be pretty quick about it. Plus, if you know, and most of these guys have all played tournaments, and there's always antes in tournaments, so I don't think it's going to be that crazy. I think most players have kind of seasoned themselves now if they've played enough to get their antes in there. Otherwise, we just get Sarah in the dealer box, and she'll take your damn ante every time right from you. You don't need to put it in.
It is a 2,000 minimum buy-in, no max.
Oh my God, so juicy.
Yeah.
So juicy. So Jeff here with a monster with a top pair of 9s. He's going to fire out 100. Bart has actually a straight draw. Plus, if he picks up that 7, he would do a monster little boat here. Oh, another 5 does actually boat.
Check mark to both of them at boats.
Yeah, it's not good enough though. Jeff still with a higher boat with the 9. I'm trying to imagine which end, but yeah, I don't even want to know. Sure, I don't even want to know. I don't want to know.
Oh my God. See,
Second thought.
some things just need to be left in the chat room.
There are some things you can't unsee, like in your head, even though you made them up in the first place. It is a bad run out for Bard. It's just kind of like, okay, here's your chip, show me, and yep, there's the 9.
Excitement about this ante-only game. Well, we're in the big screen. That's good, because you know what? I look damn good tonight. Where'd I go?
No, that's it. No, because once you realize you're in the big screen, you're like how close to the camera, freaked him out, we go back to the table.
It's like the groundhog. He came out and saw his shadow and ran away.
Right, yeah, back to
That was exciting, though. That was really exciting. What'd you guys think? Did I look good or what?
Fireworks.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Bob screwed up, basically.
No, he's
Long story
gonna
short.
show some fireworks, man. Bob's on point, dude. When he's not back here doing Master Meister, he's out there running and filming explosives. Gotta love it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go tell Jake he's not the chip leader anymore.
So sad. I have Veronica texting me. She's going to be in here on Wednesday for the ante-only game. She wants to know who's in the lineup, so I'm going to let her in on the secret. But you guys are just going to have to wait and be surprised. Wednesday night, our $5 ante-only game should be a lot of fun. Here we go. All right, we have another hand brewing. It looks like it's going to be a quick one. Action tracker catching up here. Kelly with A6 made it 40 to go. And pulled all the way around to Brian, who's going to let it go. We're not going to see any action on this hand. Just a reminder, if you're just joining us, we're here at Stone's Gambling Hall. This is Stone's Live Poker. We're here Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 to 10. Tonight, very busy night out there on the floor. Lots of games, about 10 that I see. The dark side with all of the California gaming is packed. It's Lunar New Year. We just had some fireworks, Dragon Dance, and we have this Fat 5-5 No Limit game going. One of my favorite players in seat number 6, a young man, Bart Hansen from Crush Live Poker. New hand coming out. It's just me for the moment. So let's see what happens. Anything could happen. Need the chapstick. Got to keep your lips moisturized. That is the #1 rule of poker commentary. Lon McCarran, the voice of poker himself, taught me the very important rule. Okay, so we have looks like a raise came in from Mr. Bart Hansen, I believe. Let me catch up here. And we are all the way around to Kelly's going to let it go. And Jake. Or did that? It might have come from Jake, actually. Jake raised it up to 40. We got, looks like 5 players in this hand. Flop is out. 6-8 king. Not able to see Jake's cards or Bart's cards just yet, but none of the cards that we can see have connected with this flop.
I leave for 1 second. You're actually talking about poker? Should I leave more often?
Tried, yeah.
So I try to whisper to certain people from our little special like thing here, but I don't know if I can. Hit whisper, but it doesn't do anything. So for anybody who's whispering me, yes, I hear you. Yes, you're hilarious. I love you guys, but I can't whisper back. Your careless whispers, like Wham said. Wham!
So it's just our mystery hands left in the hand, and now we get to have the same perspective as the players on the table, not knowing what the cards are and only getting to see what the players do with their position in their hands. Bart Hansen sitting on, it says 1K, but he actually has more, like 2,000, I think, about double that.
Bart fires 290 into a pot of 460.
And these are two poker masterminds going up against each other here. Jake, a mathematical player who...
Except just ignore that ace-queen thing earlier.
Who recently dropped out of the chip lead, unfortunately, is trying to climb his way back into the top position. Harry Hawker, no, Bart actually has his cards on the sensor. So now, like I said, this is actually kind of cool because we get to watch the players play from the perspective of players at the table. Now, we did have two clubs folded, so one of the players that already dropped out would have made a club flush. And we are still not sure what Bart and Jake have. So Jake's going to check. Bart contemplating his action here. The real Never Lucky says Jake has 7-9.
And Phil Helmuth is putting Jake on pocket 10s here.
I'm putting Jake on ace queen.
So Jake checks over, so running club's potential. Pot's at 1100. I think it was a check down, so we see
Queen something.
Queen something over there. Ace queen maybe? Was it ace queen? I think it was ace
Isn't that
queen.
what I said? I said I put him on ace queen.
Oh, king queen, even better. So he did flop top pair, river top two.
Good job, Jake. Back in the chip lead.
So we had problems with the deck K. I'm just kidding. It's a space. But we swapped it out, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. So if we're not going to have cards for 10 minutes, guys, it's called Guess the Hand.
Yeah, we're going to swap commentators. We'll be back in 10 minutes. How about that?
Boom.
In your face, Stones Live Poker.
Oh, no, Jimmy Bluffin. I know. I read what you were texting me. I think it was funny.
All right, let's check on our follower account. We appreciate you guys helping us to reach our goal. Let's see how close we are right now. Looking for 3,300 followers total tonight. And right now we are loading, 16 away. We can get there, guys. We can get there. Help us out. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies. There she is, the one we were talking about earlier.
Hey-o.
Sarah in the hizzy.
Oh, we love you.
Can I say that? Am I allowed to say in the hizzy?
No, you're not hood enough. You're not like you don't have no street cred, bro.
I'm as street as they come.
Bro, you don't even know. Like you have to use Google Maps to drive down the street.
I live on a street. Does that count?
No, you don't. Okay, so it looks like we had a raise to 30 here by Bart with 6-7. Tim making up with Ace King is going to 3-bet to 60. And Kelly over here, we don't know what Kelly has, but she's definitely thinking about it.
I like Kelly's hand.
Get it west. Get the absolute west.
It doesn't matter what Kelly plays, she's going to flop gold.
Mo is better than Steel says Justin's barely sidewalk, bro. You ain't street. You're like that little small handicap curve you have to like use to like get up on the. That's what you are, dude.
Hate you all.
It's 11-8. So it looks like Kelly, are those whites? Did Kelly just pump in? I think Kelly just pumped in 120? Kelly just 4-bet to 120?
There's her hand, 10-4.
I love it. 4-bet to 220.
5-bet Kelly strikes again with a 4-bet.
And then it was on Frederick, 210 to call. I think he folded. He did fold. So look at that.
Frederick
I'm not
made it
surprised,
safe.
dude. When Kelly is just
Interesting.
When Kelly goes into beast mode, like that's just how it goes. Now Tim does have Ace King here. So it is another 160 for Tim to call. Tim's gonna give it to her. Kelly, where does she get those wonderful moves? Good God. Such a beast, such a beast. I'm actually really surprised they laid down Ace King. I thought she could get just about every other hand on the table to lay down except for Ace King. She got Frederick to lay down 10s, not surprised. But I did not think he was going to lay Ace King down. I really did not. Swapping batteries to the new explosive model.
That's what's great about these phones. You never need to charge them. Just put a new battery in, boom. This one doesn't explode. This is the 5. This is before they made the exploding feature.
Worst.
Galaxy Note 7, sponsored by ISIS.
Jeez. Jimmy Bluffett in there, he's hilarious. All right, so going around under the gun, looks like Jake's the $10 striper. He's got King 10. Jeff is going to call with 6-7 suited here.
Hey, guys, be careful. Just if people are just having fun in the chat room, to our mods, guys, just let them have fun. If they get dirty or whatever, but just needling and poking a little fun. It's okay.
So I love that we have this obviously this person in the chat named Big Kelly fan. I wonder who they're rooting for at the table. I don't see a Big Jake fan.
It's probably her. Probably she made her own account, Big
That'd be
Kelly
so
fan.
awesome.
It's like Kelly's the best.
Send myself flowers.
We're seeing a lot of three betting and 4 betting in these games. And Kelly also, as we know, 5-bet Kelly, she got her name from 5 betting Mr. Bart Hansen themselves.
Still, like I said, the hand heard around the world, man.
It was a soul read. So we
People
call
at
it
home like woke up out of their sleep was like, what was it? I don't know, honey. I have no idea. I just woke up and charged me. I feel like somebody just 5-bet somebody in an epic move, rebluff, bluff.
Brett M. Call says he says that Big Kelly fan is a fan of you. It's Big Kelly, Justin Kelly.
Ah, now I get it.
That makes more sense.
And again, Big Kelly fan said there's, only one Kelly worth being a fan of. Thank you yet again. Thank you yet again. Very nice of you. Thank you.
That's adorable.
You're the best. So going to the flop here, Ace, King, Deuce, couple of spades. Jake does pick up his pair of kings here.
55 is the bet.
Do it. Just nodding your head. You just look weird now. That's all you're doing. All right, so Brian fires 65. Jake makes the call here. Jack on the turn actually improves Jake's hand, gives him a straight draw now as well, and the check mark, leaving Brian drawing super dead. Reno Grinder, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Always a pleasure.
125.
All right, Brian bets 125, and again, he's drawing dead against Jake here. And Jake is looking pots at 400 now after that bet of 1 1/4. And it gets him to lay it down. Nice betting, Brian. So Brian was the button, the power position, and he was our original pre-flop raiser. He was the aggressor all the way through and got Jake to lay down when Jake had him crushed. So well played, my friend. Well played, Brian.
Okay, so see now, I want to help our mods out a little bit. See that comment that just went in there? That's the type of comment you guys should give a timeout to. We don't want anything like that. It's something like this guy sucks. But, and they're going to put something like that in there. So we talk about people's body parts and stuff. Go ahead and time him out.
Just a little 5-minute breather, not a
little training, yeah. Just a little 5-minute breather.
5-minute training, dog training. Should we get Maddie, the wolf dog trainer?
All right, no one's jumping on it. I'll do it. There it is. All right, yeah, just be respectful to our players at the table. That's all you got to do.
It's true.
Just respectful.
Unless it's Jake. You don't have to be respectful to Jake at all. If you want to talk smack about Jake, everybody else will be cool.
All right, we might, consistency might be no? Okay, fine. Talk crap on Jake.
Jake.
Yeah.
His beard will fight. Con over here, Con.
Oh, Con's in the house. Tournament director Con is drunk as I've ever seen him.
No, you've seen him. He's drunk.
You got me there.
Got all the luck in bringing everybody.
So Rimdog Poker, thanks for the kind words, says, give the graphic designer at Stones a raise, great design and topography. Still wish the video was full frame though. No, it's always good, I know.
You know,
it's tough seeing us ugly commentators.
No, it's actually it's a good point. We are in the process of finally doing the final upgrade with our server. It'll be the last component, and we have a brand new screen design that's going to be taking place within the next 30 days. Sweet. And we are going to open up to almost entirely full screen. We have a brand new layout. It's going to look fantastic.
Great.
So as you guys know that have been following the stream for a lot of time, we're constantly improving and upgrading, and we're not going to stop. We're going to keep making it better.
And I know that too, just a little pro tip for some of you guys too, if you're watching on your phone or a tablet, you can actually, just like if you're looking at a photo, you can actually pinch to zoom on your tablet and zoom in to sections of the screen. So if you just want to zoom in on the screen, you can do that.
Just pinch to...
No, not right here. That's a zit.
Oh.
Stop. But if you just want to see your sexy self, you can just pinch to zoom right there. just pinch the... Okay, something like that.
All right, let's get back to this poker game. We've actually done pretty good tonight, because we took a little bit of crap last time where they were like, you did like a whole stream, you guys didn't talk about poker at all.
It's true.
I think we've stepped it up a little this time.
So guys,
right?
Yeah, we have, but I have to notice that it's Jake and Kelly, and they're basically passing this bottle of wine back and forth, and those are the two chip leaders at the table. Coincidence? I think not, yeah.
Chugging wine is positive
If you're
EV.
stoned and you're ordering a salad and you're drinking wine, it's like you can't lose. Basically.
We have about 50 minutes left in the stream, and we are super close to reaching our goal for the night of 3,300 total followers. We really appreciate your help. You guys have done a great job letting your friends and family know to check out the stream. Give us a follow. We're only 13 people away, and we got 50 minutes to go. I know we can do it. Thank you again for your help, guys. We appreciate you. Our viewers are awesome. They're the best.
Oh, they are. No, I love our chat. For sure.
Like I said earlier, if I could marry everyone in our chat room, I would.
And that would get weird, and your alimony would be very expensive.
No, I would never leave them.
They would leave you.
No, I would not allow it.
That's creepy. That's a little creepy.
I would keep them safely in the basement.
Yeah. Hey, what's this chloroform smell like?
Never have to be apart.
All right, so we got a raise to 40 here by Jeff with ace-9 suited.
Love it.
Looks like everybody and their mother wants to call. Oh, well, we got a 3-bet by Kelly with pocket threes to 180.
Nice.
Kelly is the aggressor.
And Jake is in the small blind with queens.
And that's going to give her position. Just because they're sharing a bottle of wine does not mean...
Now, Jake is really thinking this through right here, and he's got to be careful because he doesn't want to lose the chip lead. That has to be the first and biggest priority for Jake right now. You know, being chip leader is very important to him.
Jake gets life needled here.
So I fully expect to see a 4-bet from Jake, but he has to be careful because he is in the pot with some dangerous players that are capable of coming back at him.
Some big fun hands here.
And he's also sitting on about 2,800 now. Is that right? Maybe close to 3,000.
So here's the real kicker. Let's say Jake 4-bets and Kelly ships it. Can Jake actually make that call? I mean, it's all hypothetical.
He has to.
Clearly
He has to.
Really? Does he?
No. But I don't think Kelly will just ship it.
I don't think she will either.
Kelly will 5-bet, and if Jake re-pops, she'll go away. But I believe...
I don't even know if Kelly's going to continue this if he 4-bets it here.
Jake's going to... Now remember, he's going to have to play this hand out of position. Are those white chips?
Yeah, that's
They are?
550, I think.
So we're going up to 550.
540.
That should make a really easy decision for Maddie.
Bold statement.
For Bart. We're around to Jeff with his ace-9. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
These guys are all trying to get in and see a flop cheap, and it's not cheap anymore.
So now Kelly, she's gone. She's gone. Look at that look. She's got a little smile piece out. She knows.
Rabbit. Oh, come on.
You love being chip leader. You're so results oriented. You want to rabbit everything.
I did want to rabbit.
You're the worst. You're the best worst.
It's only $5 to rabbit. He gave him a $5 tip. He could have just said that rabbit too.
Yeah.
Or her, sorry.
Oh, Angry Polak in the house!
Time, Jesus.
So crazy.
Where you been?
So much.
The angriest of Polacks. Yeah, it's been a great game.
I missed you like I missed my hemorrhoids.
I'm so excited for Angry Polak to be here on Wednesday with the Jake for our $5 ante only game. And you're going to get your ball loving on, Angry Polak. We got Scott Ball here in the house. And Bart Hansen. Well, you saw the list. I sent it to you. All right, we got a new hand. Shasta 44 says if you're not getting 4-bet, you're not 3-betting enough.
I respect that.
I
dude.
love it.
We just need just a straight plaque of rivalry things put up here like in a booth.
That's fantastic.
That's quacktastic. She's a Jello wrestling game. I believe it. I believe it. If anybody is gonna be like a fan of Jello wrestling, it's probably Veronica. All right, so race to 35 here.
Okay.
Okay, so actually back to poker. I got to keep you on point, dude. Race to 35 by Kelly here with ace 6. Jake's gonna make the call. Basically, we just need a heads up Jake and Kelly table here.
That's it. Kelly and Jake going at it again.
Queen deuce 4.
Nothing for no one. Get your stuff.
Trade you.
Are you leaving?
No. I'll stop over here. Go for it.
Put you in the middle. We're in the middle of a hand here, but we do have this young man right here, Bart Hansen, joining us. Or as the ladies say, Bart Handsome. Ooh, am I right? Yeah, am I right?
Automatically.
So we're going to try to squeeze the three of us in here. Bart Hansen visiting this week from Crush Live Poker, headquartered in beautiful Southern California.
Let's get close.
Burbank, right?
I live in West Hollywood. Well,
West Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's so fancy.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
But it's easy for me to come up here, and I love coming up here because I can just pop shop from Burbank to Sacramento.
Are you chips still having a game, or are you done playing?
No, I'm not done playing.
So you're just stopping in from when we can do the time travel thing?
How can I possibly be done?
I know. It's so great.
It's been a fantastic game. So, as you might know, Justin and I usually don't even talk about the game. We just talk about other things while the game goes. Tonight we have made a point to be very on point and actually focus on the game.
Really?
So
How has that been going for you
I think
guys?
that's,
It's been pretty epic.
surprising people joining us tonight actually thought that this was a poker stream for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
They were just here for like the dad jokes comedy set.
I mean, I wish I had some more hands to play, but you missed when Kelly and I got it in with ace king.
Yeah, that was
hands
right before the first
stream.
hand, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We heard all about it, though. Now, it looks like maybe you still have a little bit of fear from the 5-bet, like a little bit? Is that in your head still? Is Kelly in your head?
I've heard from people who have told me that Kelly has been playing very, very aggressively, but I haven't really had a chance to do anything, though. You know what I mean? Against her specifically. So as you can see, I've seen
It's been Jake and Kelly battling a lot.
Yeah.
Look at this hand right here between you and Jake here. So you 3-bet to $1.25 here with ace king. Jake's got 9.
I feel like, here's the thing. So you guys know Jake better than I do. But here's my take. I know nothing about Jake.
Take on Jake. This sounds like a segment.
Oh, I like it.
I know nothing about Jake, but my take is that just even from some of the comments that he's been making, I think that he thinks that like a guy like me might be playing more aggressively against him, 3-betting light, 4-betting light, and I have kind of realized that and said like I'm not. He doesn't know that, but I'm not really doing that. But he's not going to really give me credit. Like when I had the 9s the other hand, and the other guy had aces like 15 minutes before. You know what I mean? Here, like I'm going to, obviously 3-bet for value with ace king. The hand before the stream with Kelly, when she got in with me in 10s, she had 3-bet Kelly, and I 4-bet with ace king. So he thinks I'm out to get him. So I'm actually like readjusting.
Just to help you out with this, he thinks everybody's out to get him. I want to clear that up. It's not a personal thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So somebody asked me what did I have.
When he had top 2 with king queen.
Right. So I had 7-5 of diamonds, and the board came up king 8-6, and it was multi-way, and he checked, and I bet, and he called, and the turn was a jack, and I bet again, and he called, and at that point I thought that he would have bet aces or ace king a lot on the flop. So I thought he had king queen, king jack, or pocket queen. So when the river was a queen, it fits all his hands.
Exactly.
So I actually didn't think it was really good card for me, even though the backdoor clubs came in, because I was actually thinking about making a very large bet on the river, but when that queen came in, it just fits his 2-pair set range so much. I was just like,
well, yeah, you're like no matter what he has, like his entire range that queen completes. You know what I mean? So
Kelly was so quiet for so long. Like the first few hands she played, she got these little 6 beats.
Thank you.
And then she was so quiet for so long, and then all of a sudden she woke up and just got really aggressive. She got a run of hands, but then was like raising and 3-betting and 5-betting with some really nominal
I was
hands.
going to the bathroom about 10 minutes ago, and I looked up at the screen. It was the first time I looked, and I had opened for a raise, and then the guy to my left, like made it 60, and then she like made it 210 with 10-4.
Yeah, she got 102 instant on 10s, and then he lays ace king.
I have to step backwards for a second though, because you might be able to choose your wording a little better and say I was going to the bathroom and I looked up at the stream, and that could be very confusing.
I was even on that level.
You need to understand how impressionable our viewers are here on Stones Live, okay? They're going to take it the wrong way, so yeah, just be careful.
By the way, when I was looking, so like I'm way into politics, so I'm looking at my phone. People are like, "You're looking at the stream." No, I'm looking at all the shit that's up, but I don't talk about it in my
right.
stream. But that's what I'm looking at. But everybody else seems to be like watching all the past things. But I don't know if anybody necessarily like adapts to what people.
You don't think so? I always felt like they did.
I don't know.
I think some people do, but definitely not everybody. Some people it's just like, oh, I just wonder when he had that hand or something.
Yeah,
could be.
The king completely straight here for Tim.
Yeah, Tim in fantastic shape. Frederick pretty much only looking for a queen to come, and he's not even going to see. So,
but Kelly had a hell of a day when she played on Poker Night in America over the weekend.
I saw the stats
It was
posted.
crazy.
Pretty fantastic.
Yeah. The only thing that I would say is that what I will tell Kelly too, away from the table, is that sometimes we can go on like a winner's tilt, which you know what tilt is, which means like you lose and you play like shit. And I've been on winner's tilt because I feel like I have a very, very strong mental game where if I lose, I'll just like walk away, where a lot of people will press and they want to get their money back. But then there's something that's called winner's tilt, which is I'm up a ton of money.
You start playing different?
I'm going to play really aggressive because I expect this to happen.
Do you think that's what you're seeing from Kelly right now?
I don't know. I mean, I'll go back and watch it because I always review all the hands, but I'm saying that it's something that I've gone through personally. So if there's stuff that's out of the box where people might see where she's doing this, you have to understand, like in her defense, she's probably coming off of like the biggest win she's ever had. So there is a positive skew.
There's a poker high off that.
To be honest with you, I mean, I've watched her play quite a few times here on the stream, and I'm not seeing anything overly out of character from her. I mean, and I may be wrong. It's just my personal view. I of course, and I say this in all seriousness, I'm not being sarcastic, but I don't have as in-depth poker insight as you, someone that does this professionally and looks at hands and analyzes them deeply, but just...
He knows. He's seen you play, dude. He knows.
He has not. Okay. No, I when I realized that I make more money by not playing, I stopped playing. I could probably really benefit from watching your videos and your programs.
Well, I mean, like I saw that Jack 9 hand against Walkley where it's just like, it's a simple boom, 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 but like, it's like, you're getting like max value. She makes the full house. One of the things that I think that she has truly recognized as someone that maybe has only been playing for like a certain amount of time is like she value bets thinly, almost to the point where it's too thin. But that's a very good thing for somebody that has only been playing for a couple of years.
Right.
Where, okay, maybe she doesn't work out a situation where it might not be right to value bet in this particular scenario, but if you like are way over there where you're value betting too much at these games, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So,
and I was so happy when I saw this lineup because I was like, between you and Kelly and Jake and everybody else, I'm like, we're going to see, because again, you don't really get a lot of games where you see a lot of like 3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet, right? And so I'm like, dude, I know we're going to see some of that here. And I'm like, so again, not disappointed.
This has been a pretty action-packed game. And Seat 7, Tim, is someone that contacted me online. It's his first time on the stream. We've been pretty impressed with his play, too. Very solid player. I mean, the basics, he's ABC, but he also has a couple gears where he switches it up in his game, too. What did you think about that huge overbet though when he had the pocket aces against your, I believe it was pocket nines? You laid him down pre-flop. Do you remember? And he showed you. Was it too big? He should have brought you along, right? Trying to get a little action.
When I took a glance over at his stack, I thought that he was only like 500 deep, which would have made sense. And then I actually looked at his
And
stack, and it was like 1,200.
Oh, okay.
So it was such a, like, I would have folded queens there.
Yeah, it was such a gross overbet.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this flop right here. Oh, top pair.
Wow.
Nice draw against Jeff's jam.
Poor Jeff. Jeff has not been having a lot of luck tonight, and the nice thing about Jeff is he's seasoned enough to know when to go away. The Tim does show a lot of hands. I've noticed that. We'll always recommend against that, right?
You know, I think Tim's like he's most likely a recreational player.
Okay.
And sometimes, like, I've showed my hands to Tim because I can tell that he'll kind of show back to me. Like, I show my hands with some purpose, which is usually to establish a good image. Not necessarily a bluffy image unless there's a reason to do it. I'll show it to some recreational players, and then they'll start to show me their hands.
Yeah,
But Tim, you know, a lot of recreational players just want to be like, hey, I'm not bluffing you, I have it. And then sometimes, like, if they bluff you, they don't show it. So if they're smart about it, it can be a really, really good thing. You know what I mean? But it's, yeah, I mean, I think that he's played, I mean, it's nine-handed, like, you know, you should be playing relatively tight.
Right.
And I'm actually quite surprised about how loose some people have been playing. But this guy in Seat 8 has given me, you know, that hand with the 5-3, and then when he bet with Jack 9 full house, he 3-bet me with 5-3 suited, and then it came out 10-10-5, and then he bet that, you know, he's given me
mixed signals all over the spot.
Yeah. I have.
But I mean, that's a good thing for a poker player to do because then you have a tough time putting him on a range.
Hopefully, eventually I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But it's given me, at least in the short term, at least in like an hour and a half, a little bit of.
So we have an interesting hand shaping up between Ace Queen, Queen Jack, and Ace 9 suited, and flop comes out pretty good for Jeff.
Yeah, Maddie's got a couple of overs here, possible running hearts, gut shot, king peels.
And 6 is no help.
So Fizzle, I think, he made a comment about you possibly looking angry at the table. Bart, you look pissed at the table, not anything to that. I think that's typical game face, right?
Resting bitch face type of thing.
That is.
But I mean, you saw
I'm always like that.
But you saw his picture bio in the beginning. That's poker face, bro. I mean, that's
I'm not really angry. It's just that's how I always look. I want to say hi to Jeff Gross.
Cool. Yeah. Jeff Gross and a couple other favorites in there. We also started off the night with a goal to reach 3,300 followers. We're only 12 away right now. So if you have any friends that haven't followed yet, help us out. We're very close, and I believe we got 25 minutes or 35 minutes left still to hit that.
Justin, you know, I popped in on Sunday night, just, you know, randomly.
Yep.
Sunday night, right? Yeah. And you guys had like 700 viewers, which is a lot, and I don't know if
Kevin Martin was relaying our stream.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
typically our tournaments have the least viewers because usually what you're getting are just friends of the players. That
right. And it's a late night Sunday night thing.
It's not a normal time we broadcast, but Kevin Martin is actually joining us here for the Stones Poker Classic the end of February, and so he's been doing a little promos for us and been relaying our stream, which we're really appreciative for it, and especially on the tournament stream. It really
So I wanted to ask you, Justin, because you put this game together, and then we'll follow the action here too, but I had, you had contacted me, several months ago about this game on Wednesday that I'm going to play about being an ante only.
Yes.
So it's a $5 ante,
right?
Which is usually the equivalent of about a 10-25 no limit game because an ante game is about 1/5. But are there not going to be blinds?
That's correct.
And that is something that you're dead set on. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just
so both you and Scott Ball have expressed concern about this.
I don't have concern. I'm just saying it's
so pre-flop. There's no checking. At the very minimum, it's a $5 bring-in up to whatever you want. But the action will always start to the left of the button, and that is correct. We are going to play an entire night with no blinds. It's going to be a totally unique game, and my belief is this game has never been streamed before. We want to do something fresh.
I don't think I've ever seen the game as a cash game go before. I think the only time that structure's happened is at the World Series.
Right.
So here we've got Watry, who's been really kind of like banged around a bit.
Yeah. Yes.
He's getting 4-bet here by seat 3.
And what can he do here? I mean, this is such a tough spot.
And Frederick's not the type of guy to just randomly light 4-bet you either, you know what I mean? Frederick's
I
not the
don't
guy
think
who's
so
going to get
either.
splashy and make a move. Frederick's been playing relatively snug. You know, as far as being the aggressor and raising.
Well, 4-betting is like,
Yeah.
that's putting like another. Frederick has not
yeah,
4-bet or barely
exactly.
3-bet the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
night.
right,
So,
That's a good lay down by Whopper. That's a good lay down.
Wabri just tweeted, playing bad, frowny face. Poor guy.
He got upset because he called down with 10s on that hand.
On the
against
Jack
Kelly.
9 hand, right?
And then the 7s against me. Although the 7s against me, I don't know. I just thought he had a weak ace when I had the king eight.
Yeah, so see, I mean, there's been a lot of questions about this ante-only game, and by that's Kelly Winterhalter taking off. There's been a lot of questions about that. Even on the chat room, people are very interested. They haven't seen anything like it, and I think that's one of the things that's going to make it interesting, and it's got a lot of buzz, and it's going to draw a big crowd. And you know, if it's a horrible format, I won't do it again. But that's one thing I think that kind of sets Stones Live apart, is that we're willing to try new and fresh ideas and concepts.
I don't think it's a horrible format at all. I just think that it's very unique to when Hold'em was invented like 25, 30 years ago. You know, the people who put in blind money, the blinds, where they're putting in forced money, the advantage that they have, or the counter that they have from being out of position, is that they get to act last pre-flop.
Yes.
And then they're out of position. But in an ante-only game where you don't have blinds, if you're right to the left of the button, or in the small blind or the big blind spot traditionally, like how tight should you be playing? You should be playing absurdly tight.
Yeah, now you have the counter of that, where everybody's got money in every pot. And so if you have these defenders, these money defenders.
If somebody opens to 30 in a $5 ante game, and I'm on the button, I'm getting 9 to 1.
Exactly, you're getting stupid odds, right?
I actually have to think about the theory of it. And I wanted to go over it with you, Justin, because I wanted to make sure that there weren't blinds. And now you tell me that there weren't blinds, I'm going to have to think about it over the next day.
And you know what else is interesting too, especially, and this is something I just randomly thought of, it's just, earlier I had mentioned it, where now it gives actually even more power to the button, because now the button's allowed to act every betting round, including pre-flop.
The button's beast.
Right? So now even pre-flop the button's the button,
So it looks like Kelly just made aces and 5s here. And I told you guys, like, she's a very, very thin value better, so I can't imagine that she would ever not take this gate, not take this opportunity if it got checked to her to bet, and she does.
So the $5 ante-only game is the same limits as a 1025. It's a $2,000 minimum buy-in with no cap. And you can, if you want to straddle, it's in the small blind position. Small blind position can also live straddle.
In the game on Wednesday?
Yeah.
What does that mean by a live straddle?
If you want to straddle, because your first position, think of it, would normally be small big blind under the gun could straddle.
Okay.
If you wanted to straddle in this game, you're right in front of the button. That's the straddle position.
Wow, interesting.
But there aren't blinds though, right?
Right.
So basically it would be
Your first act, but you would have a live bet.
So that means that you're going to be last act.
So you steal power from the button, I guess. It's
possible.
Pre-flop.
Pre-flop. That's correct.
I got it.
Interesting, okay.
It is going to be an interesting game, and I really hope that the players on Wednesday will take advantage in this game, because it's going to be so big, of running it 2 and 3 times. And we'd like to see more rabbit hunting. I think that Justin's agreed.
This guy loves
I want to see rabbits, and no one ever rabbits. There's so many good hands where I would really just want
I think a lot of players
never.
forget about it. I think a lot of players
Yeah, I think so too, because there's no other game really where you can do it.
Jake is picking up a big hand again, right?
What do you think about Jake's ace queen versus Wampai's queens?
I thought that was speculative.
Well, I
thought that was speculative with a capital S.
I think Jake was just thinking Wampai was full of crap and jamming it, hoping Wampai would lay down.
No. I mean, but Watbright could never lay down there like with his stack. I think that
Well,
Jake.
that's the thing.
That's what I was talking about with him before. I think that Jake maybe doesn't play mistakes. I think he thinks that people are.
Jake flops the set. He's not going to get anything here, though. Brian, with just a king jack, hasn't connected with anything.
So you think his gameplay hasn't necessarily adjusted or changed the stakes because he's used to playing it a little bit more like all in, a little bit lower stakes, I guess?
No, I just think that like he thinks that maybe people have a more of a higher aggression level and think that people are pushing him around. So he thinks that Watbry, he thinks he might have had the best hand there.
Yeah,
when Watbry is just not really that light there.
$100 bet from Jake. Brian, now hitting his jack, thinks that he might have something to work with. He's going to come along. Oh, it looks like a race. Oh, Jake is just in the sweet seat
He's
tonight.
in La La Land.
Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Now, if Jake just calls here, he might get more chips, but if Jake chooses to re-raise, I think it's all over.
I'd love to see Jake flat here.
Yeah, I think that's the right play.
Yeah, but I mean, I have to be honest with you because I've done poker commentary for a long time. We can be very, very jaded by the fact that we see the cards.
Oh,
so.
no, of course, yeah.
We actually were talking about that earlier.
So, I mean...
I don't know if jaded is the word I would use, though.
Or influenced.
Yeah.
Influenced. So...
Tell us about how you're jaded, though. I want to hear more about that.
You're mad at the table.
Isn't that like an Aerosmith song from like 1995 or something?
Jaded?
Yeah.
I don't recall that one.
It's Jade.
Yeah.
True. Speaking of which, that's the newest pinball machine coming out of Aerosmith.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So this does complete here. So Jake did pop a small raise here, and Brian called. Okay, 4-bet to 350. Brian made the call. Now spade does complete the possible flush draw here.
Is there any scenario where Brian could get Jake to get rid of this hand with that spade coming? I don't think so with his stack. And Jake's just going to go all in. Yeah, that's it.
Well, and this is the best part. So if you're Jake and you jam it here, right? And Brian doesn't snap call, you know you're good. End of story.
Yeah.
So at this point, you know, he's just like...
Well, this is where it gets a little bit weird because he only has... You know, you look at the graphics, he only has Brian O only has 560 left.
Yeah.
I think that Jake min 3-clicked the turn. So he min re-raised the turn. So it went bet on the turn, raise, he re-raised.
So he knows he's not going to get much more than that.
Well, it's just his pot size, you know, his all in on the river is less than
it doesn't
pot.
matter.
Yeah. Basically.
Regardless of what the river, even if he jams it on the turn, like it's going to be the same either way.
Yeah. But
are you going to grind this game out all night?
I'll definitely play for a while.
This is a great game.
Yeah.
I wish we could stream some overtime tonight. That would have been sweet.
So
We're too late for now.
You're here for like a week, huh? Yeah.
No, I'm leaving on Thursday. I played
You
at
got in last
Matrix,
Thursday, right? Or something?
on Friday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I visited a couple of friends of mine. Played at you know,
The other place,
Sorry, at a casino in San
the
Jose.
smoky place.
Yeah. No, I didn't play.
You didn't even go over there?
No, I didn't even go there. No, I played in San Jose and then I came up here.
Sweet.
Brian really taking some time to think this through, and he might. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking that Jake might possibly be on, but has no idea what a monster he's up against here. I have a feeling though that it's possible that spade could save him the rest of his chips here. Just maybe even thinking that Jake was chasing a flush.
Well, I actually think that the spade is what is making him think about it, because if I saw what the action was, it was 3-bet from Jake out of the small blind, and he called.
He does make the call.
Wow! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Brutal.
No good.
Jake played it
something about the flush maybe.
for maximum value. Jake once again securing the chip lead.
The chip leader of the cash game, which he hates that term so much. So we've been needling about it all night. Chip leader, there's no such thing as chip leader cash game. Raw.
I just look at that hand because Jake re-raised out of the small blind, he 3-bet. And Brian called, okay?
Poker Pro Eric wants to know why. Why would he call there?
Because it went check on the flop, what I think happened on the turn was that Jake then bet the turn, Brian raised, which is the most unorthodox thing in that hand, and then Jake basically made a min 3-bet. He re-raised the minimum on the, and then when the spade came at the end, Jake just moved all in. So now Brian is thinking, I don't understand this. This guy would have bet spades on the flop. How does he have a flush when he bets the turn and then min raises back?
He basically thinks he caught a bluff.
Yes, he thought he was bluff catching, and he thought that because the river came a spade, it was such a weird line for Jake to take.
Yeah.
And the only hand that makes sense that Jake might do that with was actually pocket queens, and they weren't all that deep.
Well, I really hate to give Jake a compliment, but damn, he played it well. Good job, Jake. Chip leader Jake.
And he got the money.
And 2TH Doctor says he made his river bet look polarizing, which is true, but you have to understand that the all-in on river was only like a 70% pot size bet. So.
Right. Crazy, and it has been just spectacular action in this game. We've been, it's been a great, fun game to commentate.
Yeah,
I knew that this week would not disappoint. I'm like, between this game and Wednesday night's game, like this week will not disappoint.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Color up on 11, please.
The lineup for Wednesday is pretty spectacular.
What is the lineup for Wednesday?
Dude, yeah, it is awesome. And then even on the wait list, you got people like Harlan and everybody. You know, I mean, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Scott Ball.
Don't read them out loud. Don't read them out loud. It's still a secret to our viewers.
From watching the stream, you'll recognize pretty much everybody there.
This is a really fun one right here.
Oh yeah.
You know him.
The rangeless monster.
Oh, and I know this guy too.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Do you know this guy?
Maybe not.
You're gonna love him. It's
I love this mystery list. I can't wait. It's gonna be a great game.
Gonna be a great game. We're really looking forward to it. And you got Jake and Veronica doing the commentary.
Yes, I talked to V today. So
our classic commentators.
Classic.
Veronica loves it when we say classic too, so we try and say it a lot.
Just like Jake loves it. So we got a race of 35 by Jake with 7-8 suited, couple callers. Looks like Jake pairs is 8, Wad Bryce Spikes is 5. The diamond comes in the turn, we could see a little bit more action too. Ask him if he knows Jimmy Bluffett. Who doesn't know Jimmy Bluffett?
Right? Jimmy Bluffett's so popular, he has spam accounts imitating him.
That's right. Jimmy Bluffett's in every poker stream I ever tune into. Which is only a few, because I only tune into the best ones. Look at Jake on quite the run, up 4.2K right now.
Hey guys, we are only 11 follows away from hitting our goal of 3,300 total followers. So if you have a friend, family, a loved one, or a bitter enemy, make sure you let them know to check out the stream. Follow us, guys. 11 away and we hit our goal. We do only have 20 minutes to do it, so don't delay. We really appreciate it. And what is it tonight? Puppies?
Puppies, free
Giving
puppies.
away free puppies to anyone who follows Stone's Live tonight for the first time.
He gives away so many puppies, it's amazing. I don't even know how the SPCA even has any. Vocal Terror, the guy who's Taylor was with me in the booth last night. Said, "What the heck is that guy in seat 6? The nerve of some people. Am I right? Am I right? No, we kidnapped him, dude.
I know, I might have mistimed this.
No, he's gonna jam all night, man. He's gonna jam.
Lair O-I-O-E-U-R.
Hey, look at
yeah,
the keychain right here.
great name. Thank you for the follow. We really appreciate it, guys. Brett M. Call wants to know if he gets a Crush Live t-shirt if he follows.
We might be able to arrange that. We'll be able
And
to
we
figure that
got a
out.
little musical chairs here. The young man, the bearded wonder himself, the chip leader for most of the night in this.
You said that on purpose.
I've been saying it all night. Yeah, all night I've been saying it. It's been fantastic.
Jake talking about me and you're saying chip leader. That's like
It has been you. I know, and that's the thing. It's kind of an insult.
You keep pulling money in your pocket and then you keep pulling a chip leader in a cash game. It's
You've
good.
had a fantastic night.
Yeah, I mean we were in pretty deep, but I mean it was a good night.
Ace Queen shove all in against Queens. Good job. By the way, I gotta tell you,
not re-raising Bart when he had ace king when I had 9s. I like try to get him to fold jacks and just like not making bad decisions.
are you making soul reads?
No, I made anti-soul reads. I lost heart. I decided when we had ace king and I had the 9s, I wanted to make it like 350 to go, and I'm glad that I lost heart there.
I was gonna say is that I'm gonna go back out because I definitely want this game to go after the stream.
Yeah.
So you guys, it's been a pleasure as always. I'm gonna come in on Wednesday
Bart.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That game's gonna be great on Wednesday. If anybody is a fan of poker, you want to see an ante-only game, that has never been streamed like in that format before. They've experimented with it in the World Series of Poker before, but I'm really looking forward to that. And it's great that you're bringing that to the streams.
Exactly what I asked you to say. Your check will be in the mail, Bart. Good job. He did good. He did really good. What's up, Jake?
Hey, oh my mind.
I'm in your chair too. I'm even in your chair. Oh wait, Bob is gonna hate us here.
I got to get the logo in the shot.
Yeah, no, I
Hey,
understand.
nice girl wine at the booth. Cheers. Cheers.
Speak to T. That's my mom. Welcome to the chat room, Mom.
Hey, Ma.
Yeah.
The meatloaf.
How you doing?
Jeff Gross is in there too. Jeff Gross, poker.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's watching tonight. He actually said something nice about you. I was shocked.
Crazy.
Well, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. I don't know what he said, but I'll take it as a compliment.
Nice things are typically compliments. Chip leader Jake joining us here. Even though it says Bart Hansen, don't be fooled. That's Jake.
And contrary to what I did say earlier in multiple streams, he does drink like a normal person. We thought he just laid his beard in it. It just soaked
He
it
said
up.
that last night. He just puts his beard in the drink
But he
and it
does actually
absorbs
drink like a
into
normal
him.
person. It's true.
So why don't you do some analysis on this next hand for us, Jake?
I believe that in my gun.
Okay. Yeah, weak fold, yeah, right.
Wabray had a tough night. I mean, he ran into some spots. He did.
It all started with you.
Yeah.
If there's anything I love more than Jake hand analysis, it's Jake analyzing his own hands. That's even better.
Did you feel bad after you flopped that flush or turned the flush?
No, because like last time Wabray was so far, like but like you know what? What's great about like Wabray being such a great guy? Ace 10-8. Jess got a pair of aces. Kelly made a pair. Kelly's got 10-9 here. Kelly push him off his hand?
No future reads.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Because Kelly's one of those players that really changes the pace of the game, puts people in tough spots. She thinks poker. She's like not afraid to put the money in when it matters. And she can make players that might. Oh, God, she river trip tens. Jesus shit.
That's one of my favorite Jake sayings of all time.
Yeah, it's a good one. He's not on the clock tonight, so I can't write him up. He's a guest. God damn it.
Cheers to that wine.
Oh man. So tell me, I'm curious your take on Wednesday's game, the $5 ante-only game. Are you excited for it?
I'm excited. I've never put an ante-only. I'm curious to see how it's going to go down. Jeff's going to make the call, and he's going to hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to call that. I mean, Hart's got there, but I mean, if you're going to check back an ace, then you're going to likely induce bluffs.
What do you think in ante-only format? What do you think is the major difference in the strategy, the way you have to approach the game?
One, I think open games can play pretty big. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be like if you want to limp, it's going to be like 5 to limp, right? If you want to like limp
That's
to the gun.
Well, you don't have an option to check pre-flop.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
You have
to at least put in.
You have to like limp 5. So it's playing like a 5-5 blind structure, but there's going to be $45 in the pot already. So when they do some pretty large opens, under the gun or first into the pot, might probably be opening for 20, 25, if not more. So it's, I mean,
Did you see the lineup? It goes all the way down.
Don't ruin the surprise, but look at that lineup.
Don't yell
dude.
him out. See his face?
You love that lineup.
This is going to be a great night. Mark it on your calendar. Don't miss out on this game.
Oh my God.
Right?
Oh
Are
my
you happy
God,
about
right?
this?
am I commentating that night?
Yeah,
you and
it's you and
Veronica.
Veronica on Wednesday. I know, look in the game.
There's a couple good spots in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
It's a good lineup.
for us. And another thing about this,
You guys are going to be very happy about this. Make sure you don't miss it.
In the only game, there's more power to the button, obviously, because even pre-flop their last act. But straddle, you can also straddle, and you're straddling from where essentially normally the small blind position would be,
Yeah, that's
and then
the
your last
straddle
act pre-flop. Weird, right? Mind blown, dude. What?
Yeah, you're probably gonna see like some pretty like opens to 40, opens to 60.
Easily.
The $45. I mean, the game should play probably pretty big. A $5 ante game can be really big.
Hey, real quick, we set a goal at the beginning of the stream tonight to reach 3,300 followers, and we just reached the threshold, nailed it. We want to thank you guys for reaching out to your friends and helping us reach our goal tonight. Really appreciate it, and with 13 minutes to spare.
It's true. Jake Spears is responsible for like 10 of those.
At least. Yeah, good job, guys. Thank you. Wednesday should be fantastic.
I'd love to play the game, but to watch to see how that streams, how that game plays out, that'll be really interesting. I mean, I've seen ante-only tournaments, but I haven't seen it in the cash game format. I'm excited to see how this thing goes.
Yeah, I think it's gonna play like it's a very big game. It's very misleading unless you know and you think about it. Like, oh, $5 ante game, like, oh, that's cool, whatever. Like, no, it's gonna be fat.
Yeah.
With a PH. Capital.
I like it. You got to spell it with a PH. So it's funny because it's kind of deceiving. You think, oh, it's this $5 ante, but you're actually blinding off more than a 10, 25.
Antes are wonderful for the game. Antes and cash games are. I mean, not better than sex, but it's pretty damn good. I mean,
It's really solid.
It's really good. It's good for the game.
Yeah, you might want to seek out some better sex if you think that.
Nope. He's just fine where he's at.
Maddie is going to check, call ace queen of spades on 6-9-4, 2 spades.
Jeff's open-ended. Maddie's got the flush draw.
Maddie just called. I really would have rather seen Maddie check raise there.
Just firing out again.
2 overs in the flush draw would be a favorite against everything but a set.
Very interesting. It's just a call, it looks like. And here we're getting a river card. Is
That's
the
a
spade.
It does complete a
That's
straight,
what
too.
Maddie's been waiting for.
Straight too. Whoa, Jesus.
And he bets out.
What a card.
Jeff, I think, clearly knows that he's chasing the flush the whole way. And you see, he has really no intention of calling here.
And he's just like laughing himself like, Jesus, and I had to hit the 3-2. Wow. What a dirty, dirty river card. Poker's cool sometimes. Poker was cruel to Wop Right tonight. But you know what, like, great thing about Wop Right, like, as I was racking up, I was like stepping over the game, which I hated doing. I was playing tonight for charity. I was giving away half my profits to Reg.
Really?
Yeah, half my profits tonight are going to Reg.
Okay.
And so Wop Right was like, you know what, it could be worse. You know, and he was being genuine.
Do you want to walk us through Reg?
Reg is Raising for Effective Giving. It's a effective altruistic charity organization set up by poker players. They rank charities for how effective they are at reducing the most suffering, saving the most lives.
Oh, cool.
And poker players that are members that are pledged to donate to Reg can donate, anywhere from 2-3% of their gross profits, and Reg distributes them to the most effective charities in the world to reduce the most suffering, save the most lives. There's animal charities involved as well. It's something I'm really proud to be a part of, and I also like it because it comes from poker. And
Do you want to give their Twitter handle so we can maybe if our viewers want to check it out?
At Reg Charity.
At REG Charity.
REG
and we'll put that in the chat for you guys.
Effective giving.
If you want to follow them on Twitter, their Twitter account's right there. And there it goes. It's great cause. Sounds like a great cause.
It really is. And I love that it comes from poker. I think it kind of helps. For me, something I always wanted to do in poker, which is going to help, change some of the public perception, the negative public perception there is about poker.
Absolutely.
And people, they think that all the world just like degenerate gamblers who like wear gold chains and like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of my best friends are. But in reality, there are very kind, very knowledgeable, very caring people in poker who want to leave the world a better place.
So Poker Pro Eric,
to be a part of that.
He wants to know if Wadley can write off his losses charitable giving. Since you're giving half of it.
What am I going to do there?
Yeah, Justin, did you see Jimmy Bluffett? Jeff Gross wants to get in this game, so make sure you contact him too at Jeff Gross Poker.
I don't have his number, but you guys know how to get in touch with me, so give him my information and have him contact me. I'm happy to get him in the game.
For sure, Jeff Gross, if you're still in here, buddy, we're going to punch in his info right there. Otherwise, we'll have him private message you there
Boom.
on Twitch.
You got it. Just reminder, text only. I don't answer my phone.
The game was fun. It was fun dynamic. A lot of fun players. Fred's a great guy. Brian's a lot of fun to play with. Maddie's probably the nicest person you'll ever meet in a poker room.
Agreed.
Yeah.
He genuinely is.
That's why he takes the absolute worst beats. Got so bad.
He's actually not had too bad of a night.
No.
And anytime Kelly's in the game, this like next level 3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet, like we're all putting moves on each other between Bart, Kelly, and myself. But she really creates what she starts because she's very confident poker player, very aggressive.
And you guys were barreling along the line together. We saw that passing back and forth along with chips.
And,
I'm just killing it. We just talked about the ace queen versus queen hand. Jake, I believe your exact words were you knew it was coming, right?
No.
He's so results oriented, guys. That's totally Jake if you've ever watched him.
I made a misread there. I thought that I made a misread because of Brian's sizing that he might have some bluffs there. I also know
You
that.
thought he was full of it, and you thought he would get away.
Also, there's been the running theme in the poker community that Jake's chips taste better than anyone else's. So I heard that. So I think people get a special amount of pleasure from bluffing me in hands. I was really expecting if I folded there, Watt Bright did like instantly roll over like 7 deuce. So, but with his like stack size, he makes like 205. He's 800 back. Yeah, I'm in position. I mean, I can flat there, but I can also like sometimes stuff it there and get him to fold some pairs.
Yeah. So it's so funny that you said that Jake's chips taste better and everybody wants Jake's chips, because that's exactly what Bart Hansen said when he was here. He was like, he's like, Jake thinks that everybody's trying to make a move on him. That everybody's trying to just like bluff him out of a pot and just like light 3-bet, light 4-bet against him, and he's like, and that's just not the case sometimes, you know? And Jake's just like, raw, everybody's trying to get me.
I'm telling you, this is explaining why I hero call like so light so many times. I probably leave the room in tank minutes just because I get myself in like so many weird spots where like I'm heroing off with like one pair and these like huge spots where they've always got it, and I just like somehow try to find like one hand that I can beat. And sometimes you gotta go, if you're gonna ever get your big hands paid off, sometimes you gotta go full whale. And
full whale. I was like, I'm gonna jam red on you. Full whale. Dolphin say it. Dolphin free. Full whale.
Full whale.
Yeah.
But it's a great game. A lot of fun. Guys, thank you.
Thanks for stopping in.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for appreciating it.
We'll see you guys Wednesday.
Yeah.
Reg Charity, donate.
Do it.
Get real.
Jake Rosensteel, ladies and gentlemen. The bearded wonder himself.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He's real. He's not a myth. He's a real man.
And musical chairs, we're back.
Wow, and you're very tall now.
Just let it happen. It's easier if you don't struggle.
Awesome. So we just got a couple minutes left, and once again, I wanted to thank our followers for rallying to get us to meet our goal tonight. Every time we've set a goal for followers, we've hit it.
And we didn't even have to do like really shitty karaoke this time either.
Yeah, well, we still could.
No, stop.
No, all right.
Just worry about getting your puppies in the mail and poking the holes in the boxes so they can breathe.
All right, guys, so it looks like this will be the last hand of the evening. Been a very exciting game. Just because the stream ends, it doesn't mean that the game is ending. So feel free to come on down and join us. Plenty of action here, celebrating Lunar New Year here at Stone's Gambling Hall in Citrus Heights. Great game.
Dude, great game.
Wow.
I had an absolute blast tonight. We had a couple little guest cameos coming here. Dude, great game.
Yeah,
all the way around.
yeah.
Absolute great game. This. I told you I was excited for this game.
I'm very happy with this show.
Yeah.
Also, stick around after this hand for a minute because I believe we have some footage of the lion dance and the fireworks to show you. So we're not going to leave just yet.
Fantastic. So looks like on the turn here, actually, potential diamond draw now for Frederick. Picks up Maddie's still with top pair with a pair of 10s.
We've had 6-way action on the last hand, and no one really catching too big of a piece of anything.
Looks like your mom will see you in a couple weeks. She's getting the itch. She needs to hug and kiss her son, apparently.
Cool. Bob, if you're trying to talk to me, I got the earpiece in now.
He just likes to yell at you from the bushes. It's creepier that way. Ace on the river, no help to anybody. That is going to give Maddie the check mark
Maddie
with
the
top
10,
pair.
but little scary 10. Okay, guys, so that was the last hand of the evening. Once again, really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for all the follows tonight, guys. Bart Hansen here in the booth, and special guest Jake Rosensteel will be our commentator for the $5 ante-only game. That's this Wednesday.
No, this Wednesday is going to be Veronica.
And Veronica and Jake.
And Veronica and Jake.
Yeah, what'd I say?
Bart Hansen, I think.
Well, Bart Hansen will be in the game.
Well, he's going to be playing it, that's for sure.
So anyways, Bob, do we have footage of the fireworks? Are we going to show what was going on earlier? Okay, so let's go to that, and then we'll come back and say goodbye after that. Does that work?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay,
Sure,
so
we're doing it.
operation. Pretty
cool.
awesome. Thank you for sticking around, guys. Justin Caritis and Justin Kelly here. Stones Live Poker. Hell of a show tonight. We archive all of our shows on Twitch for 60 days. After that, you can go to our YouTube channel, Stones Live Poker, and check them out. We put everything up there. We keep it there free of charge just for you. The only thing we ask, subscribe to the channel. Help us out. Help us get that subscribe number up.
It's true. Let's do it.
We don't charge for our show. We're the only stream out there for poker where you can watch all of our content absolutely free and see these handsome faces anytime you want.
And enjoy all the bad jokes we can feed you.
That's it. It's great. Thank you again for following. We love having you here. We'll be back Wednesday with Jake and Veronica for our $5 ante only game. Stones Live Poker. Peace out.
Don't miss it. Peace.